I don't understand why I'm 19 instead of 17.
I lose to
play
what?
McCain.
Why do I have to play
Squid?
McCain?
Oh,
I just
wow.
feel like I should be differently seated.
I
I've
just
lost
feel
people
like
between 40 and 60.
I could beat Squid, so I should be seated.
I
against
beat Lucky
Squid.
in a money match. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it was his
there's some
mark,
hitters.
but
Mikey's ranked one below me.
Is Ben ranked?
Ben's ranked
Ben's
in
ranked
AZ
high.
right now, like the actual ranking.
Like,
Ben's PR 6.
PR.
How do I
6?
fucking download this image?
what are you doing?
What am
You
I-
should
I'm trying to
just
put
be
it
able
in the
hold-
dream
you should be able
filter.
to hold on it,
Jesus
right?
Christ!
Oh,
What
it's
is?
like-
Are we allowed to do that?
What?
Get the top right here. Top right
It's
here.
Poop
Yeah,
house.
like look, I'm trying to say. Yeah,
what
I
does
save
that
photo.
even mean?
Then it goes allow.
What's
I gotta
going
say
on in
allow,
that?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm with it.
Screen overlay.
That's like an
detection.
Egon
Okay, so you have to go to settings and
Schnebley
apps.
Open
picture.
settings.
Yeah.
What do I do in here?
What the?
You go to where it said
Who's
to go.
that?
I didn't read it.
I mean,
He does the weird,
Screen overlay.
provocative, like body
Draw
painting
over
stuff.
over
Go
other
Facebook.
apps.
Click on Facebook.
Yeah, I clicked on. It was already set to yes. I set it to
Here's
no to
the-
see if it would fix it.
Oh,
but
so it's just being whack. Go
I don't
Why are you
understand.
asking,
What's
Chong?
drawing over it? Maybe if I just
Fuck.
do this.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Where'd you find that pic in Facebook?
What the?
It's on Arizona Melee Hill.
Don't drop that on the stream. Are we live? Oh shit.
We're live.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Jet,
No,
a little
let
forewarning.
the
I haven't
let
even
the
hit
mods
the
know.
tweet yet.
Let the mods know to stop any incoming
I don't
group
like
requests.
Yeah, how big's the buff? How big's the buffer on this? Can we actually just
It's
delete that audio?
no,
This
we're
is-
done. Like
The only buff.
what?
Can we just cut?
No, don't cut
No,
the video right
what?
now.
We're not
Okay.
we weren't
Oh
even
my
ready for the
God,
blind
Jet!
screen.
Don't ever rush me in your life. I swear to God, you'll be done in this town.
I'll be over there faster than you can.
What? What is this?
There's a fly on the camera.
I just saw this.
Oh my God! This is the most trapped out one. This is definitely gonna go down as the most trapped out one.
Chroma couldn't make it. We just.
Yeah. Okay. Can you let them know?
Let them know what.
Let them know that
It's Mikey. Mikey's a smart man. He's a litigator. He'll find the way to do it.
Okay.
Chong's
Good.
in the dark. This is awful. Shooting a photo through that light.
Yeah,
Chong is just a
right
blur.
through a light.
God.
I mean, I'm gonna save the image,
Yeah,
but
you can't actually see Chong's face.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have
I
to
can't
ask
do it, dude.
everyone,
It's
all
too
the
dark.
millennials at the table, to put their phones away very soon.
Listen,
Can
I'm
we
trying to
do
get a
that?
photo to fucking
He needs a tweet
tweet,
for
but
his
I need some.
so he doesn't lose his sponsorship.
I need some content.
Yeah.
Gotta get that dream filter.
Wait, you got the dream filter working?
I'm waiting. It takes actually a long time to go through the filter.
It's got the process.
Oh, you're gonna use that as your
CPU
tweet?
CPU power.
It's a plan I have coming. Don't worry
I mean,
about it. It's
if
a-
you're gonna do it, I won't. But I'm ready
That's what
to.
he was
I'm
doing.
ready to
Did you
mobilize
just
that
appropriate
idea.
his
He
bit?
did, yes.
No, I just wanted
Who
to
are
see
you-
what it's
who are
like.
you
I
to
wasn't
call
gonna
out
tweet
someone
it.
for
I wasn't gonna
appropriating
tweet
bits,
it
dude?
out.
I'm not calling him out. I'm just saying, is that how we're doing
I was
it?
gonna
Really?
send it to you.
Is
'cause you-
this
I
the
thought it was
Wild
working.
West
Oh no,
now?
that's chill. I mean, if
I
you could
mean,
do that for
apparently
me,
to
that'd be
you.
great.
I was just gonna send it to you.
I wasn't
Thank you.
condoning it,
Honestly,
but I wasn't condemning it.
Blood got the short end of the stick there. He
I
was trying to
respect that.
send it.
Okay.
He might be option selecting us right now, but I
Big
don't
option
believe I don't
select.
think
It's not
he
an
is.
option select.
Are
I
we
wasn't
gonna
gonna
talk
tweet
about
that. It's a
Alan?
lame tweet. I thought you were talking about the other tweet. I thought you were talking about this one.
That's a lame tweet.
That's not a tweet. That's what I just said.
Oh no, things are dropping.
It's a war. I'm going into war. We're live, aren't we?
I'm like I'm like 90%.
We're
sure
live.
I'm gonna fucking.
Put your
puke,
phones
dude.
away, you fucking millennials! I swear to God.
What? I'm not even
Has
on
one
my
of you
phone,
apes
dude.
tweeted? Are we
I
being
did,
trolled
yes.
right now?
Yes, no, we're not being trolled. Oh my God.
We're so shilled out. It's awful.
All right, Jet, go to video, and we're gonna kick this shit fest
Are we
off.
using
All
the
right,
intro?
let me just
Yes.
spam retweets on you.
Still got your phone out.
Oh.
I
Oh,
guess
that's
you don't
right.
care.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
That doesn't
Did
let
you
you
get
off.
the tweet out? Please tweet.
No.
This is a live
I'm
tweet.
trying to get it out.
Hurry up.
Did the
We've
intro already
already
happen?
started. Yes.
Oh
He has
my
to put it
God.
on
We're
his
live with
Visco.
video.
Oh, this is the worst
And
thing that's ever happened to
so
me
he,
in my life.
okay, choosing his emoji. What do you got here?
Let's see what he
Your
goes
top
for.
picks are weak as fuck. I've never seen a weaker
You're just gonna stomp
emoji.
stomp and slime like
oh
that.
shit! You gotta do me like that? Oh my god! You're such a natural at like making it about you.
Yeah. see how he's
Hell
just
yeah,
like
brother.
clearly in the forefront.
Yeah,
he
look
was
how-
leaning forward
how
like that.
far
Yeah,
it
no,
is.
it's fucked up. It's like it.
It's like he's
Is
the
this
lead.
right?
He's the leader of an
Does that
RPG, and we're just the bitches who walk around behind
yeah.
him.
Yeah, dude, we're the NPCs that are on his team still.
Yeah.
All right,
And like
put your phone
Dude,
away.
when he dies, it's game over. But when we die,
yeah, no,
the game goes
He
on.
throws the Phoenix down, and maybe we come back.
Yeah, maybe.
Welcome to the podcast.
Shut up. Anyway,
How do you feel about that?
well, what?
Can we jump in? Should not intro. I have a thought I'll bring up later.
Okay, welcome to that Melee Podcast, and this one might have a couple more fans, but maybe not because Scar and Toph are right now just getting into it.
Yeah, they're doing a podcast.
I like to
Patreon.
think our fans are a little more highbrow than the average Scar and Toe fan.
Anyway,
I think the
I pooped
opposite
in a
is the
bucket
case.
earlier, and we'll get into that. So that really happened. Anyway, Chroma, the San Diego community discontinuity leader, it was supposed to be here, but he scalded his body and horribly disfigured his skin cooking food, I guess.
4th degree burns all over him.
He's unrecognizable. He's just a flesh sort of pile.
It was
Have you-
so horrible that accident happened to him moments after he got off the phone, canceling his appearance here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
what a horrible tragedy
and
that he
life
had to
is
go
full
through.
of terrible coincidences, and that's just one of them.
That's what-
that happened to him.
And things tend to come around when you cancel
True.
opportunities like this.
It's true. So if you are ever contacted to become a guest on the illustrious Bad
Don't
Melee
say
podcast,
yes and then say no.
don't say yes and then say no, because you never know.
You'll never come back.
You never know
You'll-
what'll
You'll
happen.
never be asked.
Sometimes that fryer just explodes on you, you know?
You say you want to bull. You say you want to bull with the boys.
Say, hey man, I'd love to come on. Okay, would you?
Yeah.
Will you do whatever it takes?
Are you
wanna-
actually going to come?
Because that's what happens. Anyway, so in his stead, we have some dude I met at Smash the Record. We just started commentating. He was actually insufferable, but he was like, you know what, can I be on your podcast because you're a YouTube
He
celebrity?
was just such
and
a
I said
super
yes.
fan that we had to let him.
I said,
Yeah.
yes, of course you can, young child.
Thanks for having me, guys. Hypertoast in the building.
So this is Hypertoast, and
It's
yeah,
actually hype for sliced bread.
Hypertoast is a player from Southern California,
Yeah.
and he plays Jigglypuff, and
Big Puff Man. Long time Puff Man. And I think I'm just kind of getting in my groove.
that's great, yeah. So who taught you to play like a son of a bitch?
Smash 4. Yeah, Smash 4 was my first game, and I just found a lot more success doing B moves.
Right. They're so good.
Yeah, they're real good.
They're stronger than the A moves.
Because you can't L cancel the A moves.
Right.
So you might as well B move it.
There's an innovator right here.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah. Anyway, this is Ludwig. We were hang out all weekend. I remember I told Miles, I was like, man, Chroma bailed. We're going to have to, let's just put Ludwig on. We hung out all weekend. He's like, fuck, man. Like, I'm so tired of Ludwig. And I'm like, I know,
Jesus.
but we
dude.
got to put him on.
Running these personal bits.
Yeah. You,
And then you asked Dawson, and he was like,
Yeah, Dawson was
Are
on some
you
bullshit
sure?
too.
Are you
Let's
sure
talk
you
about
wanna
Dawson
put
real quick.
no. For the record, I was like seconds away from bailing, and I told him, and I was like,
That's what I'm trying to say. You're on some
You're
bullshit.
seconds away from
you were
bailing.
you were gonna bail?
I was
He was
gonna
going to bail.
You were gonna bail on the bail show.
He said,
Yeah. I was gonna
He was
bail
gonna-
until I heard Chroma bailed, and I was like, "Fuck, I can't bail." So
He's-
fuck you, Chroma. for
he said he was
stealing
going
my
to,
bit.
he bailed on the best drummer in SoCal power ranked
Yeah,
tonight
0.
the best drummer
to
in
be with
SoCal.
us.
0.
Why?
He's power ranked 0.
Yeah,
How's your drummer who's power ranked?
I think between us we can lay down some.
different scenes, man.
I'll be the kick drum.
You know,
This whole show turns into an improv beat thing.
For 4 hours.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
just sweating and tired and angry at the end.
that's actually what happened one time. I was with a group of friends, and we just decided not to talk. It's
Just
turned
make-
into like a beat group
That sounds
because
awful.
it's the only way you can communicate.
You know when someone walks in on that and they haven't been there since the start, and they're just like, "You guys."
This is what it was actually the best part. Someone walked in on it, and then like he just.
You guys
stared
like
at us.
it's not what it looks
No,
like.
we didn't say a word because we didn't want to speak. He just
Oh.
walked out.
Yeah, I
It was
would have
actually
too.
super chill of him.
Wow. I mean, that is chill.
He
If
just
he said
acknowledged
something,
he wasn't a
it
part
kills
of the
it.
I
bit.
just respected the bit.
But
and
he
was like,
left.
I
The
need
moment
to-
he
I need
left,
to leave.
we busted up laughing.
Right,
I can't
right.
hold it.
was like active that one time. So anyway,
That
the
one time.
waste man roundup. That basically, we are in the trap, as we call it. This
Yeah.
is the trap house, and it's become an increasingly dangerous environment for our friend Miles here, who has since been posting protest videos and images on.
You know what it is.
Because he's got to let him know what time it is. Miles, take us through what's the update on the trap house around here. There's empty beer boxes. There's a lot of debris from the
Yeah,
couch.
there's a lot of
the couch
debris.
just sheds.
Yeah, it's literally debris.
It's like,
The dab crew have been coming around more and more, and you can notice when Gio and the boys have been around, like you'll just find like Miller High Life 40s and stuff, so you can always tell when they've been having a good time.
yeah,
And
there's
it's pretty- over
empty
there,
box of
yeah.
Apple Jacks. It's just like it's
Like,
cashed out.
whose is that? Like, I saw that here on the weekend. I'm like, I don't think any of the housemates would eat this. It's Apple Cheerios. I didn't even know they made those.
Welcome to America, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of flavors.
A lot of flavors for your corn
But
syrup.
you said you made a boycott video.
The
No,
protest
I made
video.
an expose.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a Vice documentary.
On his own filth.
True life, I live in the trap house.
Yeah. Check out the shit I live in.
Hey,
Yeah.
whoa, no.
No,
I was
Is that not what it
cleaning.
is?
he was
Yeah,
he
you
was
were,
doing
you
his
were.
laundry
Yeah, you
in the
were.
bathtub.
Yeah, with the 6 bottles of Head and Shoulders, because that's the only shampoo that
Because you
use
want to
when
buy
you're
more
like-
when it gets a little bit. You don't want to throw it out.
Yeah.
It's like the
Yeah.
toilet paper roll. Like you just keep piling. Like
Yeah,
you
just
don't
put
want to
it on
change
top.
it. It's
Yeah,
too
yeah.
much, right?
That is too much. And
So-
like nobody's gonna take that kind of authority because there's a lot of people who use that bathroom. So you're like, it's not mine, but I
Right.
don't know whose it is, and it's not really a big enough question to ask.
It's true.
So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna leave that.
I've definitely walked in the bathroom and thought about changing it, and it's like,
Also, it's like you walk into someone else's bathroom and maybe you do change it. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, that's
are
what
you
I'm saying.
are you high and mighty fucking Prince of England?
Honestly, though,
changing the
we
toilet
take
paper?
charity cleaning out here. I wouldn't question somebody doing that.
Yikes. Anyway, so we'll get back to that. But my waste man story was that so I have really bad heartburn. This is what happens when you're 27 and you just eat in and out for 2 years after moving to California. And apparently I have heartburn, and they don't know why. Like my doctor has given me like pills to fix it, and so it's just kind of still there. So she said it might be a bacterial infection in your digestive system. So
Damn.
what you need to provide to us is a stool sample. And I'm like, that's gang. Okay, what do I got to do?
Shit in a cup.
Poop is funny, right? No, but it wasn't. I had to. She gave me a bag.
shit in a cup. You gotta be accurate.
She gave me a
You
bag.
gotta be accurate.
I don't exactly know where the hole is. I don't know if I could hover above. Like if you're just sitting on the cup, that's
No, you
one
just
thing.
scoop
Let
it
me
into
tell
the
you.
cup out of the bag.
Guys,
Oh,
guys,
okay.
let me tell you how it works.
Sorry.
She gives me a bag which has this like plastic little like a it's like when you
Like a Ziploc?
no, it's like a plastic bowl like for dog food.
Oh.
That's what it looked like. It was like flat and then it dipped down and it's a bowl. And I'm just like, so basically it was like a do-it-yourself like visual experience kit. Like I wasn't told, like it was basically like, here's the little thing and you got to get the poop into here. and here's all the tools you need to be able to do that. And then there's like a popsicle stick, a fucking like this plastic,
No.
this plastic bowl thing, and some gloves, some like latex gloves. I'm like, you know what? Let's fucking do it.
It's like
I've never.
IKEA shit in a bag
Yeah,
set.
like do it yourself. You can do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm an adult, right? I've put together a computer before. This can't be that hard. And so yeah. And actually, I put it off for like 2 weeks. I was like, I don't want to do this because you don't want to. So anyway, I muster up the courage. So I'm like, all right. So I have everything laid out in the bathroom, and I'm like, okay, this is how I'm gonna go about it. So I put the bowl thing in the bathtub, and then I kind of hover over it, right? And I
In the
squat.
bath?
What the fuck? Like, if it falls on the floor, like, that's game
Where
over.
do you hover over if you're not gonna?
And I can't, like,
Just,
put it in the
squat, You
toilet.
just squatted over a toilet?
You
You can't
That
put it in the
seems
water.
like real.
no, you don't want the water to. And here's the thing: you have
No.
to shit and give it to the lab within an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, or you have to freeze it for 24 hours.
Yeah,
So you gotta
You're going to
poop
put
in
that in your freezer?
You gotta poop in your
That's fine.
freezer,
There's
or
nothing
you
wrong with
or
that.
you give it to them in an hour because it compromises the sample because bacteria multiplies.
Yeah. So,
So-
they just won't get a good reading.
So,
of it.
like, you miss your bus and it's over.
It's
for you.
over. And okay, so this is what happened the first time.
Carrying
I
the shit
had
bag
I actually had to
across.
do this twice. I did this
I've
twice.
seen worse.
And I'm describing the first time. The second time was basically the same, but the first time, so I'm squatting over and I just shit into this fucking bucket, and I I'm like, oh yeah, there, there it is. That's gross.
I hate this conversation so much.
You'd feel embarrassed
the
if it
worst
was like a really
conversation.
weak, like not a solid loaf.
No, I had a,
I hate all that.
I had a monster. It was a thick demon.
That's what
And-
you want, because you don't want to go in there like, yeah, this is what I'm putting out on a day.
All right, boys. It was a thick loaf. It was a thick loaf.
Yeah, you want to
It was a
strong.
thick loaf.
You
Is
wanna
this
show
what
him-
triggers Lud? He doesn't like the poop conversation of all the things.
I don't
He's
eat
like,
it.
Ew,
Yeah, off
I grew
camera.
up on the East Coast. Anyway,
Off camera, him and his friends are just dropping bombs, like political, racial.
Hard
it's like
R's
the,
every
yeah.
day.
the poop. He's like I can't. Anyway,
He's like-
No blue talk.
Come on, guys.
sorry. I poop in
the
this
first
bucket,
rule.
and I'm not gonna get into it, but I get it into the little vial with minimal mess, and I'm like, fuck, woo, right? Like that was an adventure, and so I'm like, it's Saturday. I think I'm gonna go to a melee tournament after I clean myself and my body, and I'll just go drop this off the lab later on, and I
You have
go.
to take it in an hour though.
I didn't know that. They didn't tell me that.
Oh.
So you thought it'd be a good idea to leave a piece of shit in your car? What?
It wasn't in my car.
Where'd you just left it in the
It's in
house
the
or in
cabinet.
the freezer?
Left it in the bathroom.
You left.
You just
piece of
left
shit
it?
in your
No, I left the vial.
What do you-
I left the cylinder of the poop in.
What do you think happens when you go to the lab? Hey, shit 6 hours ago. Here you go. You think shit just stays the same?
Look, yes, I don't know. I'm not a
I think I
scientist.
kinda
You,
would've
you think
thought
they
that.
finesse people like that? Like they just never tell them that you have to bring it back in the
Well,
hour,
that's just
so-
like they're not getting anything out of that. They're losing lab materials. It's not like I had to pay for another lab kit.
I feel
so-
like it's common sense, right?
Look, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just
Anyway,
like,
what was the updraft of this?
So anyway, I bring it to the lab later on. I like go to melee tournament later and come back and they're like, so how long ago did you take this? I'm like, I don't know, 6 hours. I'm like, did you put it in the freezer? I'm like, no.
got
Why would I
food
do
in
that? Yeah, there's Ben and Jerry's. Like, I'm not trying to fuck with the program. And she's like, all right, well, you're gonna have to do it again. And they gave me another kit without gloves and without the popsicle stick.
They're like,
Like,
yeah,
this
these
is a
cost
fuck up.
money.
And I was so
Yeah.
embarrassed that I was like, okay, thanks. I just got to get out of here, you know. And yeah, I did it again, and this time I just used like a Q-tip. It's gross. I'm sorry, but
Oh, yeah.
anyway,
You could-
I had to
That
do
bad.
that, and yeah, and then so I finally get a call back from my doctor like a couple days ago, and she's like, well, it came back negative for any bacterial problems, so I'm gonna send you to a gastro butt doctor or whatever.
yeah.
So basically,
Wouldn't that be a terrible
it didn't.
job?
It was a. It,
gastro butt doctor.
it wasn't a diagnosis. It was like the story continues.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Anyway, that's my waste man story.
Can't wait for the update.
You gotta ask out
This
the
is a
doctor
s-
now after while you're handing
She
her
is
the
so pretty.
while
Oh
you
my
hand
god,
her the poo
dude.
sample,
By
you
the-
ask her out. And if she says yes, you know you've ascended.
She's so attractive. And when she said, "Okay, so I'm gonna need a stool sample," and she gave me like the yeah kind of look, right?
That's serious.
And I'm like, "Oh, you have a wedding ring, so this is obviously just very platonic."
that's how she probably met her husband, right?
Because that's how I told
It's
my
like,
platonic
I'm just saying, like, you know, Miles had his thing with it, and she was like interested in him. She was just
Well,
like,
I mean,
you have to poop in a bucket,
That could have
and
been
that's
a
the end
wildly
of that.
big read by me, but I'm gonna go ahead with that narrative. Yeah.
I'm just saying, right? But for me, it was like dead at item. Anyway, either way, stay tuned.
Nick, she called me a gaming genius. All right, so don't you shake your head
Nick's
at that.
shaking his head.
Who
That's
called
what
you?
she-
Who
she
called
said-
you a gaming? Who are you talking
This
about?
doctor, this female doctor, called
If
me
you
a
watch
gaming
the old
genius.
podcasts, you would
genius.
know, but you don't. So
She said, "Am I a genius at games?" She said, "Oh, you
What'd you
are
say?
then."
Did you say yeah?
I was like, "Yeah, kind of."
Yeah, I got it like that.
So she didn't call
Because-
you.
because
she
I-
just
I
asked you if
honestly-
you were, and you said yes.
No,
just
she's like, "So
better the
you
answer."
must be
Yeah.
then."
You
That
must.
kind of
She
question.
said it's just a statement of fact that you must be a genius.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah."
It's not the same.
I
thing.
mean, I've dash danced a man and got the grab before.
I ate stocked a man for $20 once.
That was my favorite moment in California.
It's good
Actually,
times. So Dawson, we didn't see Dawson all week. We basically hung out the whole weekend. What did you do, Dawson?
I had a moral battle within me because I wanted to.
What's new?
Because you wanted to.
An internal struggle. I wanted to finesse STR and just get in, but I thought that would be shitty of me to do that to a charity event.
honestly
so.
though, that room was so empty that I really think they wouldn't have minded.
Yeah.
No one would have noticed. No one checked my badge.
It was really chill.
when
It was
when you
kinda
look
sad.
like me, people notice. Like, There's one too many.
He's like, I know you
Who
guys
let
don't
that
have a big
sad guy in
following,
here?
They had a metal detector. They just go to the face. They're like,
yeah,
"Sir, you're gonna have to take those off."
yeah, not happens. It goes
just-
from belt buckle and then
Right,
and
right.
then
You could
down
have a bomb
there.
in
There's
there.
other piercings.
he's got an emerald.
The Chaos Emerald.
He's got a Prince
We
Charles.
don't talk about that.
The chaos
It's a Prince Albert, but yeah.
But you definitely could have got. Did your badge get checked once?
Damn.
Not a single time.
Yeah,
Checked
but
once?
it's fucked
Zero.
up, dude.
You could have just walked
a
in.
collector's
he
item.
brought
And
up
it was
good
like a
idea.
homie fest, pretty
Yeah,
much.
I know.
Like, there's
He
a lot of
brought up-
SoCal
I should
there.
have donated. I would have felt good
Yeah,
about that.
if
Like
you
if I was
donated-
donated,
do some
and then,
commentary.
Yeah, man, shit.
You
yeah.
could-
But you
hopped
didn't.
on.
So what did you do instead?
I just battled with my crippling yerb addiction, and
How many yerbs you chug over the past 3-4 days?
I don't know, man. I haven't slept in days.
What's a yerb?
It's
It's
what he's
this.
drinking right
Here,
there.
dude.
It's yerba mate.
Just have a drink, dude. Just drink it.
Try a yerb. I want you to rate this yerb 1 to 10 first impression.
Oh my gosh.
Is that a 0?
It's fucking blueberries, dog.
It's a
Chill.
blue for you, dude. Chill.
Give me you work for a wine thing. Give
Yeah.
me the
Oh, let me. So if you're actually doing the wine test, you go.
oh
Ooh,
ASMR.
ASMR. Hey, guys.
Because you never drink it.
Right, you gotta
If
spit
you're
it.
if you're actual
Just
Tom, you don't,
expose the Halloween cup. What
you
the
don't
fuck,
drink
Yeah,
it.
that's
dude?
true. He was so afraid of the
no.
of the Halloween cup because it was dirty. He's like, just
don't.
just put a sheath on it.
It's a medieval
It's
cup.
medieval times.
It kind of expresses me on the outside. I make a silly face.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
really, you have medieval beliefs.
But on the inside, I'm stuck in
In
the
reality,
59.
he's gonna die at
I'm
29.
stuck in the 15s.
And he still believes that women shouldn't have rights.
Right.
All right, I wouldn't go that far.
Well, I mean-
All right.
Uh,
All in all, not great. In honest,
He's like, my
in
dad
all
would
honesty,
wear
Add-
a
add
suit
it-
on Sundays.
Out of 10.
out of 10, in a general drink ratio,
It's
it's
like
like
a
a
T.
2.
Wow.
Oh, so it's
Whoa.
like in the airplane.
Yeah.
In a
over the
T
sea.
ratio, it's like a 4.
Okay, so like, what do you vote?
Yikes.
What do you rate a soda? What do you rate Coke?
What's your-
I
That's
don't
like
like
poison.
soda,
Yeah.
Me neither.
but I would say like a 3.
Okay, so that's worse.
wow.
Yes.
You hate it.
Since
You hate
soda-
that about
'Cause
as much
soda-
as Dawson hates in the airplane over the sea.
I'd assume
Thanks
it's
for
about.
appropriating my bit.
It's
in
like
front of
brand
me, dude.
new.
Sick.
That's the brand new for me.
Hey, man,
Oh,
this,
yeah, yeah,
this,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is
He's like,
like,
"Alright, I'm with it.
Oh,
I'm
you
with
like
it."
tea? You like tea? I'm like, no. Get that yerb out of here.
we end up
Yeah.
in this dystopian future where we only hang out to mine each other's bits.
Just one-upping each
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
There's
just
no
con-
true bits.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
just
All
they're
I'm
all
saying-
just appropriated.
Slime is the type of person to quote before he retweets you. That's all I'm saying.
no.
Whoa.
That is not
Whoa.
That is so true.
Yikes.
true.
I see you hitting the fat cues every
Wow.
day.
You
You know
dude.
what?
Yeah, you quoted Leffen.
Yeah, but I had to do. You know how to do it to him.
Oh yeah, is that
No.
just for everybody?
Quoting? So
So,
quoting.
quoting off a top player, that's just it's like when you rob from a big store and you're like, they've got it like that. They're not gonna miss this roast
They
chicken.
do.
Like,
They
dude,
do.
it's Safeway, man. You think they're gonna miss this one roast chicken that I'm stealing?
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck them all.
Left, he's got
not
46K
chill, man.
Twitter followers, man. What does he need?
You know how
He's
much he
100.
actually
He
has?
over
300,000.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
lot.
he's got the most.
he's
But
bought-
He
he's
got
bought it
botted
the
a
fuck-
lot.
he's
Yeah, he
bought
got
it the
botted a lot.
fuck out.
Russia
bought a lot?
did a number on
No,
him.
he got bought
He
it.
got botted, yeah, but why? What
Because
does that
people
do?
were botting top players to give
There's-
them like a bunch of followers.
It's just how it goes, man. Once
Random
once I
noobs
get
were doing
botted,
that?
you're
Yeah.
all eating. By the way, even though you're shitting on me, we're all gonna eat once I'm on top.
That's
okay.
You're
so
welcome.
weird. That's
I
like
have
the opposite of
ate
DDoSing
once
someone.
off of my appropriate.
don't know why it
bits yet.
happens.
That's all I'm saying.
All the
We
gods.
talk a
you
lot about
threw-
eating.
You threw out the Diet Wrangler bit in a
It's
comment
so
section.
good, I had
and,
to
oh
use it.
My God,
I
I'm
had to
so
use it.
Mad, dude.
What am I gonna do? Say, hey Dawson, can you come step in and roast him here? You haven't been in the conversation, but can you just step in and use this bit?
Who is Diet Ringler?
Salami.
No way. We don't gotta talk about it. I don't want to roast the boy.
Chet's dying, dude.
I don't want to roast
Because
the
he
boy.
knows, yeah.
But anyway, there's another waste man story, and this is actually the poop house picture. I believe is on the overlay, correct, Jet?
I don't like that we're referring to them as waste man stories because this is just how I live my life, and I'm being dead
Yeah,
serious.
when you moved here in the beginning, it was waste man because it was different from your normal. Like,
yeah.
But
and
now it's just
I
like
don't like
the
that-
way it is.
I just call those stories, and I don't want that we add this extra thing to it, like it's this other category. That makes me feel like I'm some kind of weird fetish category.
he's feeling othered right now.
these
Chill the fuck
yeah,
out.
exactly.
You kind of are.
You
For
kind
the
of
average
are.
person watching, they don't have these waste man stories. So you can't call them
I bet
stories.
99% of our viewership has not washed all of their clothes in the bathtub.
I know as a fact I never have.
That's called resourceful.
It
It's
is.
not a.
Like,
It
I'm
is.
not shitting on you. I'm just saying there's a difference here, Miles.
I'm saying I get it Monday through Monday, and if I don't have a calendar, that doesn't change.
And you guys went to Arizona together 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or a week ago, I think. And that picture, I thought it was so funny. It was posted in a group, and it looks like a Renaissance painting.
So we're gonna
the
tell
energy
we're gonna tell
of
the
that picture.
Exactly.
It's so
Renaissance is
beautiful.
perfect.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I really want to give that to an artist and be like, can you like paint this
If there
for
are any
us?
artists in the chat, I will commission you. I'm running a little
want
broke
pick
right
like
now.
watercolors or like what's that really
Should I
thick
find it?
old Renaissance
Like,
style
oil
paint?
painting,
That's
yeah.
what we need.
If you oil paint the poop house picture in like a portrait, I will pay because it's so good.
I want it
Still
framed.
working.
I want a version I can
Nick
roll
says
up.
Nick says he wants the gig. I forgot to even ask him, but
But we're curbing
start
him,
bidding.
so
Yeah,
keep
we're
coming.
yeah, fuck him. No, but yeah. Anyway, go on. So in the picture, sorry,
So we're gonna, yeah, I think
Miles is the one with his back to the camera.
Yeah.
And he look as he's defending, and the person who's choking the other man is Ludwig.
Yeah.
Angry.
very
well,
And the person
Angry,
being
yeah.
choked is
A lot of
a
anger.
friend named Ben.
Ben,
And please, go on.
do you want to tell the story of how it happened?
I wasn't there.
I mean, it starts like any
Neither
other
was I,
night.
so.
yeah,
All
just a
right.
couple of boys trying to have a good time, crack
Paint-
open a few
paint the-
cans.
It all
set
starts
the scene.
when you crack Michelob Ultra, glass only, because that's the only one that Ben
And
drinks.
you know what? In AZ they fuck with that glass only game. I'm a can man. Let that be known.
Yeah, so
He's about the mobility.
they're not the can men in AZ. They pay for that glass.
Okay.
They like to feel the
Little-
touch of a can, a glass. Excuse
Right,
me, a
of
hard
course.
bod.
Hard bod.
Hard
And so we were drinking all night. We started playing Mario Party.
We were drinking the night before too. It was quite the drinkathon.
Yeah, it was a lot of drinking in general, and I'm
Okay.
not a big drinker at all in any sense of the word.
I enjoy the culture of
Every time I've been around Ludwig, when he does drink, he may not be a big drinker, but he's a monster when he does.
he fires up.
It's insane.
I've never drank alone.
That's not look.
For the most
I'm
part.
not judging.
For the most
and
part.
we all got
no,
our
no,
demons.
not to say that being judged.
I'm
And
gonna go on
usually-
record
I
saying I,
got you.
love a solo drink.
That's gang.
Nothing wrong
Yeah.
with the solo drink. I just don't, just because I
Okay.
just don't.
And
He doesn't
we've
wanna-
seen him deny drinks like when other people are drinking. Like
Yeah.
One time he was working on a laptop when we
yeah,
were all at
Gods
a
and
bar, you know.
Gateskeepers.
So
yeah,
it
he's
was,
just like
it was
fuck
gang.
that. No,
Anyway,
But
go
he
ahead.
does.
But when I do drink, I don't hold back because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna drink now.
that's what we call binge alcohol.
That actually ties into
It's
something.
it's actually called a serious problem. but for this night, cause especially when I hang out with Miles and Ben, because these
yeah, 'cause
boys,
we get
these
there.
boys give
Yeah.
me so much shit.
Yeah, it's
Peer
easy to
pressure.
give you shit because you're so handsome and like
And
gifted.
no, but
It's
like
not,
not
it's
only
not about that.
though,
Because
but,
these
like,
boys are drinking week in, week out.
Yeah.
Oh, you're giving me shit about
they're
being,
like-
being a
like-
pussy.
They're
Me
like
and
talking
Ben just
about how
connect
much
on a
they
very
drank.
on a very.
Ben's great.
Ben is great, and we won't do much talking, lad. We just sit down, couple cans.
You talk about how much you drink all the time. Yeah, well, we drink like 5 shots each. How much you drink, Lud? I'm like 3
We do that. We
beers.
do that as a bit, Ludwig, to get you to drink more and do things that you're gonna regret.
Yeah,
and so,
so-
that we have this story for right now.
So they're egging me on.
Okay.
And so
we're egging you to keep up.
at this point,
Okay.
at this point, I'm far beyond keeping up. I might even be ahead because I rolled a couple 7s in Mario Party. If you roll 7, you have to take a shot.
Okay.
So
We decide on a number. It's usually.
I think I was ahead at that point, and
I think
This is Beerio party then.
this is Beerio Party.
Well, I mean, it's
just
like
Mario
whatever
Party.
we have on hand.
Yeah.
It's usually Fireball.
yeah.
Because you're all 17-year-old girls from the trailer park.
Dude, these guys don't want to buy. That's a different story. But they never buy whiskey when we're at the shop.
Yeah, I was saying.
Always in the barber
Back in my
shop.
day, I was
Always
saying
in the
like,
barber shop
run
trying
it
to
with
buy
the Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
I don't fuck
That
with
bottom shelf.
And you're on that. You're the guy at the back, and everyone else is like, yeah. Anyway,
There we go. Sorry.
Anyway, yeah, so we were just drinking, and we have a little bit of a Mario Party lore in the sense that when I played with Nick, I beat Ben and Miles. Ben, very cocky, thinks he's the best at Mario Party.
he
4.
is. And honestly, I've let him down a couple of times. My game stepped up in Arizona. I actually carried him through that final one.
So let's just
I was
work through.
moving.
Let's work through.
But-
So I started out 1-0. Then I teamed with Dreffen against you and Ben.
2-0.
2-0.
What's going on here?
What the
Last
Oh
stock?
no!
What?
What the
They hosted last
fuck?
talk?
Chroma's
No,
on a
that's
couch.
Chroma.
with a
Chroma's on a
headset
couch right now? Yo,
Excuse me?
we are now at war with San Diego.
Code red.
Yeah.
Look at his horribly disfigured face.
Look at him look
you
over
You
here.
look
Look at
so
this- You
disgusting.
see the fucking bandage
Look
on
at
his
this
wrist?
kid in the middle.
You look like a disgusting flesh heap who's
He-
burned
He
now.
looks like Harvey Dent if he wasn't Two-Face, but just one
Just
shitty
one-
face. just one
Just
shitty
one
face. Yeah.
This kid in the middle looks like his mom left him at the venue and he doesn't know where to go from here.
That's Cody. I think.
I think that literally happened. Anyway, okay. All right, back to the story. I'm sorry.
The read was that hard.
Anyway.
Whoa.
Back to the meat. So
Agreed.
I go up
Fuck you,
2-0.
Chroma.
In Arizona, I lose night 1, 2-1. Night 2, it's real tight. And we're at the Mario Party minigame where you have to like press the thing and then Bowser head will go.
Yeah.
I like
if you
that one.
live. Yeah, so we're doing
That's
that
just
one.
like, you know.
Total
People
RNG.
were yelling certain colors, like color
Green
jokes.
is mean.
Yeah, green is mean.
Okay.
I like the color white. It's one of my favorite colors.
Okay, I
Yeah.
get it.
And
Okay.
so I was against that.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I hard denied. Like I challenged the norm. I was right. RNG, total luck.
Okay.
We end up winning it, basically. Meaning that only me and my partner are left. I pop off because Miles died.
My character was still alive, actually.
It said the 3-2-1.
when the
It was
console
going
was
for the
kicked.
3-2-1. But anyway, I kicked the console
A cube.
because I popped up.
It was a Wii.
Cube or a Wii?
It was
Okay, got a
I
Wii.
kicked the Wii. Perfect hit that power button.
Oh man, that precision hit.
Dude, a cube
Dead
wouldn't
it.
have gone off in that spot.
Yeah,
No,
cubes
no.
are built. They're built like Cadillacs, and the power buttons it requires
Yeah.
downward force.
Wii's dead.
Okay.
And we forfeit because obviously we can't play it.
We were up too.
So you
we had a big
basically
lead.
They were up a
paused
bit.
during the set, and you had to give up your last stock.
I have to give it the last
Yeah,
stock.
the last stock.
It was the last stock last hit. I had to give it up.
There was like 3 turns left in the game as well. So like we were
Yo.
we'd been out
Yeah.
to dinner that night. We were drinking at dinner, and like the whole conversation was leading up to this.
Yeah. This is like a monumental thing. It was,
Oh
it was
no.
gonna be
Shirts
the
first
last one.
skins. Tie it up or go down 3-1.
Yeah, I was playing with Tommy. It was his birthday. Like there was a
What?
lot riding on
What
this.
a
Tommy's good
flub.
too. Tommy's
And he was
player.
gonna win the mini game star. We were gonna win the happening game star. So it was very tight.
You
the
had
race.
bonus stars
We
on?
had bonus stars
Fucking
locked.
wild,
They were
man.
locked.
Jesus.
So
I mean, I guess for a drinking game, like bonus.
we
stars
always
are-
It-
we've
it
always
enhances
played
the
chaos.
bonus. We've
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
played bonus.
yeah,
Yeah.
but either way,
You're godless savages.
after that things just got
We
heated.
let God decide.
so things got heated.
Things got heated.
There was a lot of anger very
Ben
quickly.
came at me.
Ben did not come at you.
Ben came at me the whole night.
No,
the
he.
whole weekend.
We
Don't
were,
even try.
We were roasting
Don't even
you.
try like you
Ben,
did
there was a
actually
lot of
just shits
anger
on
coming
Ludwig.
from you.
Like every interaction I've ever seen between Ben and Ludwig is just Ben
Ben's the
shitting
first
on
person
him.
that ever made me feel sorry for Ludwig
Yeah.
in a room.
Same.
So it's a little more of that. But at this point, I got enough bruise in me that I'm throwing up. I'm squaring up. And so I think he actually said square up at some point.
You were yelling that a lot.
After, because the first fight there's no picture of it. Ben
Are
actually
you
just
talking
said
about Saturday night?
yeah.
So
Ben
see-
actually just said let's fight.
So you're squaring. You're rolling this over from Saturday night.
Yeah. Well, this is a whole.
So you guys were just drunk
conglomerate.
and fighting the whole weekend?
I wasn't really. Yeah. Actually.
Yeah. But
That's
when the
gang.
setup went off, the fever reached a new pitch.
Right, everything was out the window.
And the
Any
worst
sort
part
of
is-
tentative diplomacy.
Because I was winning these fights, I was getting cocky and I kept wanting to fight.
Yeah.
You got the reach, and you got a couple.
I got the reach.
Couple P's on him, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
these. He's got.
On Ben, it's probably pretty close.
No,
Okay,
I don't
okay,
think it's
okay.
close. On me, it's nowhere near close. And on Ben, I think you got like 10 kilos on him, bro.
10 kilos.
You're taller than him,
10
I think.
Kilos.
Yeah, I'm a little bit taller, but
And-
I think your weight estimates are off.
First off, what's a
Ben-
He
kilo?
can't convert
It's
in
like
his mind.
2.54, 2.3.
If anything,
2.2,
Ben's
something like that.
pudgy, and I think you're in a bit better shape than him.
Yeah, you got more
I think
lean
2v1.
tissue.
I think 2v1 was pretty fair in that scenario.
Okay.
I don't think 2v1's ever fair enough. To be absolutely honest.
I think if you're gonna run it, it's
Honestly,
1v1
the
or
only
bust.
way I think 2v1 was fair is because
If you're children.
you kicked the console
If they're tough.
If they're
and retribution.
dwarfs.
There was retribution that needed to.
If we're just saying 2v1,
No,
that's not a fair fight.
No, it's not. But after kicking the console and then going wild, I think retribution was in order.
Still an unfair fight.
okay.
Still not a fair fight.
So
Not a
what-
fair fight, but definitely just a just
So
fight.
how long after the console got kicked and then you started
That's
choking
a mom
Ben?
mentality.
no idea.
So Miles, the console gets kicked and then Ludwig's choking Ben.
I
How
mean,
much
there was-
time in between that?
There was a point where Ludwig was kissing me on the cheek, and I said, "If you kiss me one more time, Ludwig, we're gonna square up." He went for it.
I
I
squared
started
the
throwing.
fuck up.
I started throwing body shots.
Better fucking imagine I squared up.
Yeah, I started throwing body shots, and I think after that he ran over to Ben. Ben was laughing or something, and he chased
Fuck
Ben
you,
down.
left for that! Fucking charges the mound.
Yeah, and then I run into the kitchen and I see Ben being choked, and I go.
No, that's not. This timeline's inaccurate.
I don't know if this
And
is the
you're all
you
just
the
said
wrong
you can't
timeline.
remember.
You're all half
This
naked
timeline's
when
wrong
this is
because that
happening.
picture, first of all, is in the living room. Second of all, that happened
That
during or
happened-
before Mario Party?
That's in a living room.
That
That's a
did not
dark
happen
living
Yeah,
before
it's-
Mario
As
Party,
a fact,
bro.
that was
I
a
thought that was
picture of the
outside.
Yeah,
Hey,
I thought it was
listen,
like on a
listen.
patio.
Yeah. The reason that can't be before Mario Party is we only take our shirts off once Mario Party starts, bro.
No, I'm not saying the picture. I'm saying us squaring up in the kitchen. With
No,
the
that was
speakers.
way after
You
Mario
guys are
Party.
just
That
shirtless.
was- you were
I thought
black.
it was
drinking
dirty.
Yeah,
dark.
church
No,
versus.
it was after.
I heard that
You
it's
were
church
blackout
versus
drunk at that
skins,
point.
but Ludwig always likes to go skins.
Yeah,
eventually,
so it's three
No.
guys with their shirts off and one without.
This is so unfair.
this is
can't-
what I
can't
heard.
be- So what happened is the first ever night, it was Nick and me on a team, and they were like, "Let's go shirts," and Nick was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that."
Okay.
Nick wasn't about.
What?
You didn't take your shirt off. You weren't about taking your shirt off. But you weren't about taking your.
It sounds like he's trying to
No,
finesse like
there was a
a.
point where Ben was like, "Take off your shirt." He also said, "Kiss me." So I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
which
you know.
one he meant, which one he didn't. Maybe some were like subtle drops to get to.
Commanding another man in his house to take off his own shirt.
But yeah, after that it just became shirt versus skins,
Okay.
except for Dreffen, who he went hard.
Did he take off his shirt?
Dreffen,
Tommy
it was
too,
all
right?
four of us in this right here. In fact,
At the
yeah,
bowl table.
Tommy whipped it off. We
Fi-
should, dude, we should start doing. You know what we should start doing? A spin-off show of this show called Shirts vs Skins Mario Party. It's just
skins versus shirt versus skins.
yeah, it's just footage of this game
Yeah,
because they're always wild. Like Dreffen, get special guests like Dreffen. You know, get like any maybe Chroma if he'd ever.
Yeah, if he
in
ever
an
heals
alternate
up,
universe.
and where he didn't get tragically
You
disfigured.
know what?
Yeah.
Chroma about to get 2v1 if he comes.
Yeah,
He's about to
I'll
get
say that.
3v1.
You step on this block, you're catching the shooters, boy. But so what? So that's it.
That's what happened.
That's a story.
That's
It's,
what
I mean,
happened.
it's pretty simple when you're that drunk, and it's
Right.
a lot of
Simple.
anger.
It's that picture. I just can't express how much I love it. And so I really wanted to
I
get
feel
some
like-
lore on it.
Have you seen those pictures where it's
Art
like
is nothing without context.
the like, it's like Nordic art or whatever, and it's like a giant demon and then one tiny warrior.
He's just like,
He's like got his sword out, and
Yeah.
the demon's just like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
encompassing, and he's on the edge of a cliff or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
That was me, dude. I'm up against this giant demon, and I'm just one man, one skinny little boy.
He's like,
How are you the hero here? It was a 2v1.
Well,
What do you have Ben?
You can't be
It's
David.
so-
You have like
so
damsel
funny,
in
dude.
distress.
You can't be
So
David
funny.
if you got like Luke
Even
next to
okay,
you.
look.
What do you mean?
History is written by whoever writes the book. All right, and that Snapchat. It's like this is a bad analogy, but Miles looks like the hero in that
It's
picture,
true, dude.
and you look like an evil
You
man.
could just barely see Lud's eyes behind there.
Angry,
looks like a demon,
"Ah,
dude."
I'll do it. I'll snap his
He
fucking
was,
neck.
he had
was
him, and
ready.
he was like, "Don't come in."
I had a shit in my back pocket. I was like, "Guess take one fucking step, Miles. Swear to God, I'll send this head to Australia. It'll be on your blood."
Oh God! All right. Well,
What was that?
that clears up the waste man.
pretty
It
much
wasn't
what
too
that is.
ferocious of a choke.
Okay.
Not like Saturday.
Anyway,
I mean, you're
um,
still friends with Ben.
we found Lud the next day, pants down,
we're friends.
in the
He
bathroom.
just wakes up. He just stares at you. He's like, "I know what you did, motherfucker." I'm not letting that one slide. So yeah, that was Waste Man Roundtable. Hope you enjoyed it. What's next, Jet?
Smash the bussy.
Smash
bushy.
the bussy,
Smash
dude.
the bus.
So, Smash the Record
Can
happened.
we start like this?
Here we go.
What do you have questions about on Smash the Record? Because
Oh.
you didn't go to any of it. I know you didn't watch any of it.
Good,
I
I
feel like
good
but
idea, Ludwig.
I did not watch any of it either. So.
But what are you curious about? Like how it happened, how it ran?
He's like, I'm curious about none.
I've never been curious in my life. Existence is a black veil.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks,
He's
Dawson.
like, curiosity killed the cat, and this cat wants to die.
I
No.
choked a dog. That's what I did this weekend.
I want
Jesus.
your guys' take on it.
He choked a
because
dog last weekend.
You were directly involved. What you guys said it was a pretty empty venue. And,
Super
yeah,
empty.
yeah, and
And-
that's something I want to talk
and
about.
it's kind
too.
of
I think the stream could feel that.
and yeah, definitely because the times I tuned in, like you could see like
Yeah.
open seats.
yeah, a lot of open seats.
Very empty.
And since you guys were a part of it, what do you guys think like created that? I don't want to call it necessarily a problem because it's mostly about raising.
No, it
money
is a
for-
problem.
Well,
It's a problem because that convention center probably wasn't cheap.
It's not.
And and it was actually
Yeah.
here's what I wanted to say was like Smash Record was super fun. Like the
It was fun. It was way funner to be there than I think it would have been to watch.
Totally, and it was like like Raging Cherry called it the homie fest because it basically
It
was,
was,
even
yeah.
though homie culture is dumb.
Hammy culture.
He's the hammy.
Hammy.
the homie,
hammy.
the
Hey.
homie.
Hey, is it? we had our fireball stashed out in a bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had Fireball outside because you couldn't bring
You couldn't
anything
bring
into the
any
venue.
drinks in.
Bush ball.
So they
So,
dip every as needed.
Firebush or bush ball?
That's like sus, but it's also gang, which is like
Fireball bush.
I mean, I
Fireball.
think
there's
gang
a correlation.
Yeah, there's
between, like,
definitely
the
a
more sus you
relationship.
get, it's
Bushfire.
like,
Bushfire.
yeah.
There's a
I like
parallel
that.
The
there.
gang,
Yeah, we had some bushfire. We were taking
Well,
sips.
So,
we were drinking
but basically,
40s
the
in the
venue
car
it was not well attended, and it really
No.
sucked because if it was well attended, it would have been so much fun.
There were Mario
it was
Party
al-
setups open.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
already fun just with like me and the boys and also other people.
There could have been more boys there. If you're a boy and you're watching at home,
or girl,
or girl,
or a girl, you could have been one of the boys.
or
a boy.
any,
or a boy,
or
in
any.
that
or
venue,
whatever you
or
are.
any on the spectrum because it's not binary.
There you go. Hey, coming around.
Coming around? What does that mean?
You know what it means.
Anyway, so it sucks because like there's nothing shittier than like a party where a bunch of people didn't show up, and that's what it felt like. And I actually asked Cherry, I was like, "Is this gonna happen next year?" And he's like, he gave me like a hard 50-50, and I'm like, "That's a bummer, right?" Because like it sucks. And he said, so, actually, I'll let him say it if he wants to say it. He just said SoCal.
He said SoCal culture. Well, I mean, I don't think it's rude to say. I think most people watching probably understand that. Like, Florida culture is much more about like playing low tiers, having a good time.
Yeah, he said SoCal's
Leave
too
it out.
try hard, basically.
Yeah, and I mean, I think
And it's
we all
not
know that.
untrue.
I want to.
There's also a lot of tournaments. People are like, I went to Power 9. I already got crushed.
yeah.
$60.
Jesus. No, I want
It's
to
like,
bring
you
that
think
up.
I got money between that and my dabs, bro?
Jesus. No, I want to bring that up because that kind of like, I think it's really shitty, and me and Lud talked about it before the cast. It's really shitty when an event like that is like the perfect event to bring in like normies or newcomers and people that just want to watch and hang out.
Yeah.
It's like perfect. It's
Right.
a charity event. Like that's what brings in like everybody else besides the Melee players. And putting up like a paywall that is the same price to enter as a competitor is
That's like the worst thing to do. At
it's
that
literally
event
the worst thing.
specifically.
Yeah, definitely. Because like just having like
Do you think that price point is a big issue?
yeah.
Even-
I mean, it was. I felt
in
like
an oversaturated year, there's a lot of other factors.
I think
For
the
a spectator?
oversaturation-
Yeah.
for a spectator.
Okay.
Who's like literally just going to show up
What you
even
wanna-
for a day.
What you want to
know?
do, right, is make the price free to enter, but have a lot of events that are like, hey, we've got this box walking around, and if you put a collective X amount of money in it, we'll do something really funny at the venue.
Yeah.
And crowdfund from the spectators that way, like a free-to-play game. Don't charge them $60.
that sounds sus. I don't think you just collect cash from fucking
But if
from
you had-
rubes.
Imagine if you had
style, bring the basket
Yeah.
down.
Imagine if you had so many people there that they were like, yeah,
I know.
$5.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
We're
There's
gonna
like
pass the basket down the friendly aisle.
yeah.
Just put in
Go
$5,
ahead.
$5.
Yeah.
$5.
We'll be
friendly
watching, so no
comes
funny
with
shit.
it.
Was it you that said that your friend wanted to come just for a day, but like it was $50, so they were just like, nah. Yeah. So like,
How many people were like that? We don't know.
Right,
I was
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like that, and it was like the idea that like, hey, what if I just wanted to show up for a day?
Yeah.
Could have been a couple dollars like that.
Like,
And it could have been advertising like people who come to LA and they're like, things to do for me and my gamer son.
Yeah, that would have been gang.
that's sick, and it's like putting up, like. I think there was maybe a $10 difference. I don't know if there was a difference, but I'm assuming it was like 50-60, like 50 spectator, 60 competitor.
I think it was just 50 for both, and
Really?
then $10 for extra
For the games,
yeah,
that
I
makes
think,
sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Venue was just like, you pay it or you
50,
don't.
Yeah,
yeah,
you just pay the venue.
Which was
Like-
weird for such a not enforced venue. Like, it was like, hey, pay 50 if you
That-
feel like it.
That's the thing. Like the venue wasn't. No one was checking badges really, and I think
No
that was
one.
a sort of concession to like, yeah.
To the homies.
What are we gonna do? Like
Yeah.
you're gonna start turning away people. Not a lot of people
At
are
a
here.
charity event.
Yeah, and so
That's the thing is you don't
It
want to
sucks.
turn people away before they even have a chance.
But
to
it sucks
go
that
with
there's
the
one
paywall.
guy who's like decided to pay, and there's one guy who didn't, and the guy who decided to pay is getting
Yeah.
nothing but like
that's a
a
bummer.
phantom
Or like
pat on the back.
a guy, gets DQ'd out of his pools and then just takes the name of another person.
Yeah, some random.
Yeah.
And then he complains about it because he has like some obligations, like taking his like cousin to a birthday party.
Right,
Very
right.
important.
You
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
And then some like
And then you
random New
appropriate
England
his
white
Twitter.
guy
That would be really
plays
shitty
for
to
him.
yeah. It's-
that would suck. What kind of
do.
suck?
No, but that's like why I felt bad because I didn't want to like finesse a fucking tournament, a charity event, especially.
yeah, your moral compass is too
It was
strong
just like-
for that. Like
No, shut up.
no,
But-
but no, that's what I'm saying. Like I can
like-
see you being like, I can't do
This
it,
is like
man. I
north,
can't fucking do it.
northeast, and his moral compass always has to be like
The-
north.
dude,
Yeah,
the
it's
only,
like,
just here, and he's like,
yeah.
I can't. The magnetic force.
Well, it's the idea
only
that
person
someone
Dawson will
someone
finesse-
paid $50 just to hang out there, and me.
Yeah, but
just
they
going
don't
there.
gotta know.
That's fucked up.
And me,
dude. That's a
Dawson,
bit
eating that bussy
In that bus.
in that venue.
chill.
Here's the problem with Smash tournaments. There's too many.
Wow.
Hot take.
More hot takes
yeah.
than like this on the Bad Melee podcast.
All right, really? I hate cancer guy?
Yeah, no, I was going to say that when we were like, we chilled a lot. We got a lot of mic time, and it was so fun. We had a lot of good times on the mic.
That's the perfect time to chill.
probably
Like, that's
the
the only
most
time
fun.
It was it was like allowed because it was for kids.
No,
it was sick
for them kids.
for the kids.
Like,
And
you have to chill at a charity event. And that's when I'm like, the only time I will let chilling fly.
it was great, and that's the thing is like we raise money for kids, but really we just raised our own stock and our own egos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, you say it's for the kids, but really,
it was
But
for
I'm
us.
refreshing that Twitter account
Oh,
almost every 5 seconds. So I'm like,
baby.
ooh, yeah, 440.
that's not malicious or shitty at all.
Kidding, but it was super fun, and that's another reason why I wish there was just more people there, is because like of the amount of fun I had, I just like, man, everyone's missing out.
Hasn't everyone said this about every event like the past 3 months?
It
Like
was just
every
a good
event,
time.
I feel like people have been saying like, yeah, it was great in person. It just feels like, bah.
It's just different on stream.
I feel like Gods and
SmashCon,
Gatekeepers-
Yeah,
Shine.
because in person there's a whole bunch of
The
things that are
swap.
happening that aren't Melee, and on stream you're watching Melee, and I don't think you like watching Melee every day, so
Yeah,
that's
and
what it comes down to.
well, not only that, but there's been issues with like the streams, and they haven't been as exciting as in person. And I just feel like the stream doesn't
aren't
reflect
they,
how
though?
good the event is in person.
But what
how
events
would
have though?
how would a stream reflect that? Is it
Gods
possible?
and Gatekeepers. I feel like the production on that was
The production
probably-
overshadowed the actual
Yeah.
tournament logistics.
It was like actually the opposite
Yeah.
problem, where it was
And that was
like,
really
I wish
funny.
I was at home. Right
Yeah,
watching.
yeah.
I don't know. I just think there's a kind of a difficulty translating the experience in person to online, even for like SmashCon.
Yeah, but
I
I mean,
agree- I
how do you
yeah.
translate
That's an-
I don't
Firebush and 3 a.m. memes and,
Well, that's-
and internet
that's like-
Shmeeshmam.
Yeah.
and shmeeshmam?
Whoa. I think that will always be impossible, but
Yeah, you
Lud
can't.
is right in the sense that like I think translating.
Thanks, Hassan.
Hey, everybody gets one. It's
Spider-Man over there.
yeah. It's just hard to translate that, like, because a lot of majors specifically.
Who has done it the best in recent memory?
I think that
In
those
recent memory?
Apex clips
Fuck.
where they hyped up the money match between Leffen and
Leffen and
that
then
Leffen run at
Bizarro
PP
Apex
with PP
2015.
where he's like
Yeah.
that series of matches felt really cool to watch on the VODs and on the stream.
I think
It
so
felt
too.
like you were there, like you were like, yeah.
You know what? And I think that might have had something to do with
The
like
money
the
match.
dinginess of the venue, and it was dark and like it.
And the crowd weren't people; they were just
The
they were
funny
like
thing-
Street Fighter
Yeah.
guys in the background of Street Fighter.
just faceless
Go!
images.
Go!
Yeah,
Go!
yeah. Who occasionally it's like one guy's like,
Yeah.
The funny
and then
thing-
it just starts repeating after the
Yeah,
third
yeah.
person.
like Nintendo 64 sports game
Yeah.
crowds.
Yeah, just the 2D sprites.
Everyone says that event sucked to be at.
That's what's so
Yeah.
funny.
Right?
You can't have
No,
both.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, I think it was the same thing. Like we talked about Gods and Gatekeepers. It's like you choose one or the other, and
The reason maybe it
It's
sucked to
hard.
be at because the venue was small and the crowd was compact, which is what made it look cool because it looked like this mosh pit of fans. and
yeah,
then,
but
like,
really they were just
Leffen
hot
and-
and sad.
they were just standing there like, please, fucking someone.
They're just airing their armpits.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ, it's hot.
And like on stream, that bit where like Mango got up and he was like, Leffen, if you make it to bracket, play me for 1,000 and stuff.
Yeah.
That was really cool. That translated really well on stream.
Mhm.
But if you're at the back of the room, you're like, is that Mango?
Wait, what'd he
getting up?
say?
And then-
What?
and then your friend's like, yeah, I think it's Mango, man.
Like,
I think it's
cool. I'm gonna go get wasted in the parking lot. This
Yeah.
sucks.
This
like,
Where's the fire bush?
yeah.
this isn't really like that recent, but I think Kings of Cali, that series in Kings of Cali 4 specifically, it felt like.
Did you
were-
go to that?
No, I did not.
That was before my time.
Catch me never going to a Dave and Buster's.
Just
for a
more
male
again with the
activity.
moral compass.
And it's always like
They
it's like
can't waver.
always like big commentator moments or something like when whichever commentator was just like, are you gonna let PP be the king of Cali, Mango? Like that's the moment that stands out is like
Mhm.
when Mango's losing and the commentator says that.
And you know what's really funny when
yeah.
they try to farm that shit like they did at whatever the one with Leffen where Kyle Applequist tries to give him a high five and he
Yeah,
misses it.
Smash and Splash?
Yeah, and they're like, so what do you think about this guy? We've talked about that before.
They-
How lame that
yeah,
is when
yeah.
you're
You
trying to
can't-
farm that.
I really
That
don't like
almost
trying to
had
farm
both.
the lightning in a bottle that is like great Smash beefs or like great Smash moments. You
Mhm.
can't just like there's no way you can just like farm that, put it in a little
And you know what? I think esports kills that. like
It does, yeah.
esports wants that shit for the branding, but they also don't want to like get dirty.
It's just the
in the
crew battle
mud.
appropriation again.
Exactly.
They don't want to post
it's
the thread
Bevan
that has
Barlos.
It's
Ringler
the Booper
getting
Bash bum
roasted for his
days.
life by slime.
Yeah, I had to do it to him that time.
But they want you to be in there paying your venue and going, go Inland Empire.
They're trying to have their cake and eat it too, man.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not gonna work.
You can't.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
fucking
Kings
work.
of Kelly felt like a small like watching it on stream. It felt like a closed like small tournament. But from everyone that I've talked to who went to that, like that's exactly how it felt, and you could kind of feel the like closeness and intimacy of like Mango and Armada like literally playing each other like
just
pretty
super,
cramped.
yeah, pretty cramped.
With like
yeah.
the crowd literally behind them. That was the tournament where like people were just screaming at M2K
Yeah.
against AMSA, like, and that's kind of cool to like see that where you could actually see like the whole crowd
that's dead.
right there.
That is
It's
gone.
not dead. It's
Did you guys
just,
watch
it's not
Sandstorm?
profitable. Yes.
Yeah,
Was that good on the stream?
Yeah.
when it wasn't cutting out.
When it
yeah.
wasn't stupid and dumb.
Yeah.
'cause-
In person, that was a whack tournament.
Was it?
Yeah.
You can't have
I
both.
heard-
I think we're
yeah.
cracking a code here,
Yeah.
like.
Just you gotta go to some dingy ass place like a Peter's Piper Pizza.
I remember seeing your footage of the when it went off.
Yeah, the TV
That-
going off.
Dude, everyone started chanting MVG. I know that was the AZ boys.
Yeah.
Who started it, Ben?
No idea. I wasn't friends with shit back then.
That's gang.
That was like one of my first tournaments. I didn't play Melee. Didn't even enter Melee.
That's
I was a
so
Smash
funny.
4 guy. I just snuck behind there because I just wanted to.
Yeah.
I was just like on my phone looking at it.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
The documentary was great.
That's exactly.
Did you have one of those hero friends in high school who would just do some crazy shit, and you were that guy who's like, dude, let me Vine it, like that guy who's just like on his phone, like, you know,
And then suddenly you're the yeet yaw guy, and
yeah, you're the guy who like knows your phone hotkey to open the camera like, when some hype shit happens. Because like me, I'll see some hype shit and be like, dude, that was sick, and then I'll be like, fuck, I should get my phone out.
and then the moment's
I have my
gone.
phone out like 20 seconds later. I'm in the camera like a minute and a half later. And I'm like, oh.
The pin
It's
drop
gone.
already
But I
happened.
I
Yeah,
swear-
pin drop's done.
Some guys, man, they're like so
They're
crafty
ready,
at like
yeah.
what would be good content, like good film.
That's a Ludwig.
Yeah, that like, and then he's doing like the circle on the phone screen, swiping down, and he's in the video already. Like, you know how there's like phones
That's how
have
he was
those?
so quickly to be able to catch the Leffen giving that guy the bow. That was Ludwig too. Ludwig's like a documentarian.
It was one event.
I'm the
Yeah.
opposite.
He's a videographer.
I have a 2 out of 10 in that, like, knowing when some shit's gonna
Yeah,
be funny.
it's
I think
But
it's
I'm really down to see something and do the dumb thing.
no, that's gang too.
It's
but-
about excess filming. It's about filming.
Yeah,
the
filming
shit.
the shit that,
Yeah,
that
that's true.
flops,
Yeah.
You
right?
film 100 hours, then you just post that one dope hour.
Yeah, exactly. you got to get your
Then you
Throw
say,
it all
"That-
at the wall.
That was my
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
That 1 hour.
Yeah.
you got to get your phone out for like duds a lot of the time. Right?
Yeah, and you got to be ready for those.
You got to
Yeah.
dud up.
Yeah. So yeah.
Back to the bus.
Back to the bus. So I mean, let's talk about the bracket. And there's a headline in there: Is Spark the Antichrist? And the answer is yes. But let's
Yeah,
talk about
absolutely.
Ludwig,
Absolutely, no question.
aka Hypertoast.
AKA.
I
Hype
thought you
for
were gonna wear
sliced
your medal.
bread.
I thought you were gonna wear your medal.
Wear my medal?
I
It's
thought
in
it'd be.
the car.
I thought it'd be so funny if you just the camera came on, you just have a medal on. You're like, "What's up?" I got it like
He's like,
that.
I wear this now.
I didn't want to only because Miles is at the
Yeah, I know.
I
knew
told you
were
to
gonna say
wear it. I said, please wear your medal, and I hope it's 4th as well.
Can you give me that? Can you give me that medal?
that. We're gonna have Nick be.
It's gonna be hung up right on the front.
I wanted you to wear it. I said, please come 4th.
I'm
Please
gonna
beat
wear.
someone.
I'm gonna wear it for the rest of this. I'm gonna cover this Apple logo. Get rid of this branding.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
good.
was-
And we're gonna have 4th place. Smash.
You got 4th?
He got
I got
4th. I
fourth.
assumed he
Yours?
got 5th.
You were slaying on the mic, and you got.
Don't
4th as
assume
well.
that I got 5th.
I left because it took so long, and I was like, "Yeah, he's just gonna get 5th."
Oh, because Spark was.
Good thing
timing
you
him
left because it took a damn minute. That was the longest top 8 historically.
Because guys were playing like
event.
Mushroom Kingdom 2, 5th
No.
best character.
Because
5 stocks.
they shaved Hug's leg in between.
That's
That
wild.
was. That was.
I mean, you got to do it, right? Because
that-
once top 8's over, it's over.
Dude, that music for the song.
you gotta let 'em-
You gotta really pull that out.
Oh,
yeah.
look at this.
So if we can just have a little bit of an award ceremony, like at the end of Star Wars:
Look
A New
at
Hope.
Oh, I had to take out the headset.
What does it
Okay.
say?
It says,
So smashthebussy.com
That's
forward
Says,
slash
Someone-
/
Someone get
RU.
that URL before we do.
Smash That Bus 2017 Melee Singles. 4th place.
Fourth. Let me see it. Let me see the construction.
That's hype.
Nice.
That's
real.
real. That's real
That's a
metal.
real- that's a
real.
real
That's a real what metal?
That'll fuck up a fit.
That's not plastic. I
Yeah,
can
that's
tell
an
you that
alloy.
much.
That's some kind of alloy.
There's multiple metals in there, and I can taste them.
Yeah,
with
it's
my
good.
mouth.
It's good. Anyway, congratulations, Ludwig.
Thank you.
We were giving him a lot of shit. We couldn't take games off him in friendlies. We were trying so hard. He was just casually, angrily beating us.
And I just couldn't do it.
Look, I had a good bracket. I started out playing that guy.
That guy.
Yas.
It always starts with a guy
Yas.
in bracket.
Yas.
I played
Yos?
Yas the Falco. That was
Uh-huh.
my toughest matchup, probably.
Yeah, he's
of the
he's
day.
pretty campy.
He's really good.
Of the day, that was probably the tightest one. Maybe outside of Chillin, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But he camped me round 1. I ledge camped him game 2 and 3. Easy win. Moved on.
Broke his soul.
I really did.
I love camping at campo.
Played Heisenberg.
Say no more.
6 stock, 7 stock.
We're all
counted.
familiar with Heisenberg.
Played some Northwest Falco. I don't know. I don't ask for people's
What
tag.
did he say? I watched the very end of that set from the front of the CRT, so I didn't see the game. But what did he say to you?
Do you want to know what he said?
What is Northwest?
when
Where
we-
is that?
Because I didn't
Oregon.
know if you
Oregon.
won or not. Because
That's
he
like
looked kind of
Soundcloud,
happy.
So this is what happened when we first sat down. We sit down. He's like, "Aren't you a commentator?"
You're like, yeah, bitch, get ready.
And I didn't know how to respond.
You're like, yeah, and that makes me physically incapable of holding a controller. I don't know I don't know how I've finally done it.
I don't know how to respond to that, so I didn't say anything. And then he repeated himself.
He's like, hey, motherfucker.
Hey,
He's
I'm
like-
talking to you.
He's like, "Aren't you a commentator? Why are you playing?" And then I was like about to respond. He's like, "That's a joke we do in the Northwest."
Oh, it was just
Oh,
a bit.
oh,
They
it's
like to
just a
joke
bit.
around
It's like,
sometimes.
that's what I do with Fish. And then I was like, "Well,
Oh.
I'm a hitter all around. I got no flaws, so you'll see it in the gameplay." 6 stock.
You're like, and my dick's huge. I do it all.
I got it like that.
6 stock. Then
My
he
guy.
gives me that. Yeah, how long you been playing?
Oh,
Sean? Get out of here, dog. I don't even
Fuck
know your
outta
name,
here.
They
bro.
should have just been like, 3 months, and he's like, and you're like, it's just a bit, idiot.
It's just a bit idiot. Smack his controller down.
No, you give him that one.
Oh, that's it. Miles hates that one. You go,
Oh.
3 months, buddy. You gotta get better.
No, you
That's
gotta do it.
assault.
Yeah,
you
the
can't
hard-
just do
the
that.
hard-
I didn't want to do it to you right there, but that's when you like bring
the
it's when
hard.
you-
Me and my friends call that cuff, bro.
It's when you bring it. You bring him in.
Yeah,
You bring 'em
give
right
It's
in.
like
To
Yeah.
me, that's
like a
like
wet
You gotta
slap
let 'em
'cause
know
your
what
hand's
time
a little
it is.
sweaty, and you
Yeah.
just get the catch the back of their neck with a.
Is that when you win or lose?
that's
just
like
when
the
you-
coach halftime giving it to the star player who's giving him lip.
Just like,
Yeah.
come on, you know, I made you who you are.
Q4, Timmy. You better step the fuck up.
Yeah, and he's like, the reason he's doing it to that guy is because he believes it. Like the
Yeah.
other guys don't
Yeah.
even get talked to.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Because
right.
they're not gonna step up.
They don't have the juice like that.
But the QB, you know, he's gonna step up.
Oh
But
my
anyway,
God.
after that, chillin' dude, it's Mario.
So yeah, you
So it's a close one, game 5.
It was a
How'd
tight
you
one.
close it out?
Just rested his rolls. I didn't rest his rolls for the first 4 games, and he rolled abhorrently,
Yeah.
excessively.
And you just
He rolled a lot.
hit
abhorrently.
that.
I
that
just hit
dummy
that.
on him.
Ludwig's actually good at the game. It
Be-
fucks me up every time I think about it. You got it like
No,
that.
but then let's talk about.
I mean,
winners,
you
semis
just
versus
you observe
Spark.
patterns. Those
What about
things.
Spark?
No, but you said when you were playing Chillin, you hit him with a rollout,
Yeah.
and he was like, "That's funny."
Oh yeah, game 1. I hit him with the rollout for the first stock, and he's like, ah. And then it's last stock, game 1 on FD.
And you hit him with another roll.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how to get this kill. I was like, roll the fuck out, and I hit him. And he's like, oh,
Yeah, it wasn't funny anymore.
that's when it died.
The
I've seen
Ludwig
Lud try to
rollout?
like up air into rollout. I'm like, that's not a
Yeah,
thing.
that's the thing because then
No.
they're floating, and then sometimes they
and then you
drift
can
away.
get the tech.
and
maybe.
you just get him.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like if they're a floaty, they don't like. Because some floaties that if you up air, they'll drift towards you, and then you just crouch and S smash.
Or you could
And
just
other floaties, they try to drift away, but like terribly, and then you do the rollout. Hit them with that.
Hit him with the yeet,
Some are just safe and go back smartly to like.
or you
but
could
not
just-
Chillin.
How about rest? That
You
works.
can't
out out
rest
there.
someone drifting. That's some hard callouts. People have too good of horizontal.
He's about the
drift.
options,
Oh,
okay?
okay,
He
yeah.
plays the option game. He's the armada of
Yeah.
the 100% cheese Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
of no neutral Jigglypuff, as he likes to call it.
Yeah, no nooch.
That's anyway. So yeah. So then you played Spark as Hypertoast, the legend.
Gave me a beating.
So by the way, we didn't explain
really
that.
give
You
you a beating.
you just took
It
you
was
you were
close. It was
commentating
close
wave
in
1
some
with
games.
me. You missed
Yeah.
your wave, and then you're just like, "Hey, can I be Hypertoast?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, but Cherry didn't know about it.
Cherry didn't know about
Cherry
it. He
was
kind
a
of
little
upset.
bit upset
He was
about
kinda
at the
upset.
TO. He was like, "Wow, well, you
It's
should have
like
told me."
I still have to yell at someone.
And if you look at the bracket or in the VODs, it's gonna be hyped for toast bread forever, and I'm not changing that.
yeah, no, Hypertoast did a good job.
This is the greatest thing that hype for toast bread will ever do in Melee. Factually,
oh shit.
this is the most successful run he'll ever have. This
So
is
his
the most
best
exposure.
win ever will be Chillin's Mario.
Yes,
Calling it now.
or Vro, if you want to say that's better. I
Or
don't.
Rose Fox.
Yeah, I'd assume that Chillin's Mario is probably, but that's the best win that Hype Toast will ever get.
What stage did you play Rose Fox on? The real main stages?
We played random stages, but the first stage was Yoshi's Then we played on like Mute City and then Congo Jungle 60.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Did you 3-0
legacy
him?
stages.
They
Those are legacy
were all
stages.
legacy by chance. Yeah.
Okay, so you beat
It was no poke floats.
Rose Fox on 2007 rules.
Yes.
That's chill.
Good shit. I count that.
I count
Put that in
too.
the MIOM rankings.
We should also say that Hype for Sliced Bread, like, at least I know him personally.
Yeah, apparently Dawson knows
Is he
him.
chill?
Yeah, he's the homie. He goes to, like, every Power 9.
Thanks,
Shout
dog.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out to Hypertoast.
I try to make it out when I can.
Yeah. I know it's a long drive for you.
Ludwig's going to meet up with him and be like,
Valley
do you
to
have
Long
anything else I
Island.
can take from you, buddy?
How's your mom
What's
doing
your
these
social,
days?
man? I got a fucking.
Hey,
No, so
You
when
got
I
a girlfriend?
yeah, let me see that sister.
So when I saw the Jesus, when I saw the
That one felt personal.
when I
that's
saw
the one that really puts him to sleep.
Because you know mom's a joke, but
Yeah,
sisters.
Sister could happen.
That's in the realm of possibilities.
So you saw
your Twitter handle, I was like, oh, just slide appropriating bits again.
Yeah.
Ellen at the beginning
He's
of the
like-
week.
He's like, before you leave, because I was like, I'm fucking out of here. That was super dumb. He's like, okay, before you leave, just retweet me real quick. And it was your tweet that's like, super hyped to get 5th place or whatever, or to. And I was like,
top 8.
I was like, no, this is a stupid tweet. And you're like, refresh, and it said hype for sliced bread.
Yeah,
Like,
and
alright,
I was
you
like,
gotta
what
look
the?
at
Like, I didn't
Got
know
me.
what was going on because I kind of just figured you two didn't know each other.
No,
and
I
was
didn't.
like, did he just randomly like pull this bit out of like thin air? And
Yes, I did. I completely appropriated him and his culture,
Yeah.
and I do feel a little bit bad for it. But at the same
That's
time,
identity theft.
Honestly,
That's
he
a,
probably-
that's a
literally
federal
is.
crime.
That's a-
If he's got
federal
some,
fine.
if he's got Twitter, he probably cops some followers. Unless
Yeah.
unless you made
No,
them
no,
your ad.
no.
Hey, my ad doesn't go on. The player's ad wasn't going on, so unfortunately, he didn't get that that
I
privilege.
saw Sedgehog. So
Yeah,
Yes,
I was
cops
Sedgehog
him.
for a little
Sedgehog
bit.
cops him.
He caught some of my runoff.
But
Give it back, Sedgehog.
Yeah.
we need that
We
rev.
DM
do rev
those-
share.
DM those followers. Tell them.
Let's jump to the meat.
Hey, let's start.
Wait,
Spark.
no, wait.
Revolutionary
We
idea.
didn't talk about Spark.
we need to talk about.
Hold on,
Spark.
what's your revolutionary
Yeah,
idea?
oh, sorry.
I will never interrupt a revolutionary idea.
It better be
Every
hot.
time we get a follower and we know that they don't that they're coming from an outside source,
Mm-hmm.
we DM them with like a copy paster that's like, please follow these like the Shill Gang. Like it's just like this long copy.
Oh yeah, that's
paster.
our new
It
new
has
Twitch
all of
crew.
our
Yeah,
links.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, you've liked a Shill Gang member.
You might like some other Shill Gang
might
members.
like
It's like
yeah.
these guys
Here's
all run
Dawson.
similar bits. So
you like there's a description. Here's Dawson.
yeah, yeah, and
He's
it's like,
more of the goth, moral compass
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
He's more left on the shill spectrum.
it's like, know any feminist girls? Are you one yourself?
yeah.
This is the guy for you.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's we're all in the same sort of umbrella.
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm saying.
that's our new Twitch team is the
It's
Shill
Shill Gang. Yeah, you'll
Shill
see that
Gang.
on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Hell
we-
yeah, brother.
Do you stream?
I IRL streamed a Power 9 once.
So you have, but you
I-
don't
yeah,
stream.
I
You
don't
have
stream.
streamed.
I
but you don't
should stream.
So you have the
I don't know.
capacity to click join on my Shill Gang invitation?
That's all
I
he's
didn't
saying.
get the invite. So.
I mean, I'm working on it. You actually have to DM Twitch support to make them make a group for
They're like,
you.
wait, you're shilling what? no.
Yeah, I was like, I felt weird writing the email. I was like, yeah, the group I'd like to create is called Shill Gang.
Basically, we're a bunch of boys, mostly in the SoCal region.
we're
and
ironically selling out.
We appropriate sellout and hood culture simultaneously to make $1.
Anyway, get back to me
That's
when
the
you
mission
can.
statement
Yeah.
right there.
when you put
And-
it that way, I'm like,
And that depends on who gets that email. Someone's either down or they're like, ugh.
Twitch are the original Shill Gang, dude. They know. They're a bunch of gamers who are like, let's make money off other gamers and take 30% or 60% or
Yeah.
50% or whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
It's a
We
high
love you,
percentage.
Twitch.
yeah, partnered stream.
Did you hear about the innovations YouTube made?
For ad.
YouTube live streaming only has 1 or 2 milliseconds of lag between streaming and viewer chat.
That's
That's
gang.
wild.
It's wild. Whereas Twitch's is like 7, 8.
It used to be really bad.
Crazy.
Twitch actually rolled it back.
Seconds?
Because
Yeah.
Twitch used to be like 20 seconds or something.
I think
Yeah.
it's something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I think it's
I-
Twitch.
and
I
then
think
they
it'd be
rolled
7
it back.
seconds.
And I
Twitch
was
is
like,
seven,
that's good.
seven, or
Seven.
7 seconds or something like that.
Really?
Is what
7
I've
to
Because in
10,
those
yeah.
what I've
chats that are
heard.
like just flowing, like guys who will have like 5K, are they finding a different way to read chat than the way that I would?
Usually, I think the videos streamed like it's
The
buffered.
videos, yeah,
It's
not,
buffered, so it's not immediately being streamed to them. Like there's 3 seconds before they see the video.
No, but what I mean is, as the streamer reading it,
I think
Twitch
they use
chat?
normal Twitch chat.
but it's like
yeah,
flying.
yeah. I think they just use normal Twitch chat.
The Twitch chat is not delayed on the streamer side.
I don't know the
Oh,
specifics
just
about
the
the
video.
latency. I just know that YouTube
Yeah.
But yeah,
attached some
anyway.
hella good latency.
Spark.
Yes.
Spark's a dick.
No,
Yeah.
he's not.
No, you know why? This is why this is all fucked because this is what people don't know. He got pissy earlier in bracket because he got
The
wobbled
wobbler, yeah,
by
yeah,
some
yeah.
dude, and then he's like just straight ran away from him for 6 minutes straight
You
out
saw
of
the
like
tweet?
protest.
Spark just seems really young, and he seems like the kind of guy who's like, it's within my rights. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah,
I can be an
he's a
asshole. I'm
fucking
allowed.
libertarian, man. He's.
No.
Am I being detained?
We
Yeah,
don't
and
bring-
that's
we
cool,
don't say
and
that
that's
word on
fine,
this
and that's
stream.
allowed. I'm all down for people to compete and go to a melee tournament
that's fine.
and go, you can't take away my right to compete at a tournament. This is I thought this was America.
Exactly.
Thought this was America, and yeah, it is.
I
But
read the
people can-
Fountainhead once. I know what I can do.
People could still not like you for that, and not follow you on Twitter and say that you're a little baby bitch.
Also, yes, but also he made it like I'm just here to compete. It's like if you're here to compete, you wouldn't have camped out some dude for 6 minutes because you were pissed.
Let me read his
like,
tweet.
Fuck that.
I don't know if you heard his tweet. After he wobbled this guy, he tweeted out, I was up 4 stocks to 1 against an Ice Climbers player. He wobbled me and then taunted me twice.
There it is.
So I killed his Nana and timed him out.
That's not cool.
It's
That's-
got 500 retweets, almost 3,500 likes. It's a hot tweet. People are a fan of it.
Not gang.
That is a
YouTube King
hot tweet.
reply.
It's like yeah. It's like okay. So are you trying to be liked? Or
Are you
you're
trying to
just
be
trying
gang
to be a
or what?
dick?
Like, because that's a like, oh yeah, like look at me, like
you
fuck with the
bullied
system.
someone.
Here's my
Sick.
thing. Here's my thing, and I think Miles, you might vibe with me more on anyone in this table. I don't
I was
enjoy
vibing
playing
with you
against
earlier.
ice climber wobblers. I
You know my
very
stance.
much dislike it. And if one
It's a hard
taunted you, let's
stance.
just say you're playing net play, and an ice climber player taunts you, fuck that guy, right?
No,
fuck that
I don't
guy.
mind climbers because I will use them for the knowledge that I can get to then slay their bodies with the lamest options that I can
Good
ever use.
mentality. That's a good mentality
Always a
to have. But if
competitor.
he taunts you, are you a little annoyed?
I don't interact with ice climbers. I don't look at ice climbers.
So you hate that? Okay, that's
I don't.
so
Never-
you're like a
all they
level above
want-
Spark. Spark's like
he
showing hate.
dehumanizes ice
Yeah,
climbers.
Spark like shows hate
climbers
because it's like I hate these
Aren't
people.
a character, nor are they a person.
That's a level above
shell.
Spark. That's worse than
Yeah.
Spark.
Spark
They're
showing
just-
contempt.
Yeah.
No,
Don
they-
B showing
They
nothing.
are just this like Nana is just this cold dead void. Like she's an animal.
You can't show contempt
Like-
because you don't consider them people.
Yeah,
She's like a chicken. Like you just have to just like, yeah, she's getting her neck cut off and she's gonna run around a little. You know.
Wow.
All right, so so the
Yikes.
thing is, like, Spark was like well within his rights to do both of those things.
Well, you
Yes.
can do whatever
But,
you
like-
want within a game
but
of Melee.
they're not congruent. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna be a serious dude, just like kill the Nana and get on with your life.
I agree.
Like
Don't-
he was being a dick. Like, but he was being a dick because he did both things, not one individually.
I just think he doesn't have it in him to be like, yeah, Mario, fun stages. I'm gonna say some stuff and do some stuff and while out a little.
He's the kind of guy to fucking like rat on your boys behind the school and you're throwing firecrackers and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I
and
mean?
just be
He's
like,
gonna
because
go-
I believe in the school's coat of arms.
He's gonna go tell. No, he's gonna go tell.
And it says, hold up liberty and always justice. And firecrackers weren't just.
Except when I'm mad at the character.
All right,
Yeah.
hold up for a moment, guys.
So
I think we're going
pissed.
too hard on
I-
Spark.
No.
No,
think,
wait.
no, I'm
Oh,
saying,
by the way, he's amazing at melee.
no,
He's
he,
very good
He's
at melee.
sick,
He's
and I
sick at
like
melee.
credit where credit is due.
What I'm saying
he's
though
so
is
good.
that
And that's
you can
gang.
be amazing at melee and you can go to a tournament and play tournament melee however you want, but don't expect people to like you.
That's fine.
That's it.
My problem
That's
is,
fine.
Mango
he
would
is amazing.
never do that.
But you don't have to do what Mango would do.
True.
I know, but like
It's true.
a crowd pleaser, like someone that is
You can have it
personable-
all sometimes.
You don't need to be a crowd pleaser, and he's not a crowd
No,
pleaser.
but like
True.
Mango would
True,
win.
fair
He
enough.
would still win the entire thing.
okay.
It's like win the way that the event like mold to your surroundings a little.
What really? You're gonna say that? I
Wow,
feel like
I'm
you're the last
shocked you
person to
said
say
I
that.
can't believe you just said
I would
that.
if someone was like, "You want to play Mushroom Kingdom?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" But I'm still gonna try my hardest and like cheese them by throwing them into the blocks
Yeah.
and they take massive
Yeah.
hit stuff and then shining them in the pit and like not
Jesus.
homie stocking. You know, like I'd be down to like if someone was like, "Yeah, let's run it on like dumb stages," I'd be like, "Yeah, but I'm still gonna win. I'm gonna try
Right.
my hardest within the realms of like." It disadvantages them too.
Right.
That's the problem with Spark, and the biggest issue I have is there's like context that I think people who are kind of defending him are like not.
I think I
Bringing
don't
the
think he should be
forefront.
defended nor attacked. He's
Wait.
allowed to do whatever he wants at a
No,
tournament.
because like
Dawson,
dude,
what context are you pulling from this?
the fact that it's a charity event that kind of runs on
That's
the logistics.
that changes
of,
the
like,
rhetoric a
stream.
little bit.
Do
Yeah.
you think everyone was playing random stages and Spark was against that?
No.
Is that the idea you got?
No, it's the idea that he is so much.
He
better
was
than
against
this
that. You
player.
asked him to do that, and he said no.
But what I was gonna say
I
is
didn't know that. That's
everyone
kinda
was
fucked up.
under the impression that before top 8
It was gonna be serious.
random stages. People even thought during top 8 you had to play random characters. And I even saw Twitch chat were saying, "Wow, Ludwig's not using a random character; he's playing Puff." So people had the wrong context of what the tournament was.
It was just
Okay.
agree to do something funny with the guy who's next to you
top
for
8
the kids.
Top 8
That's the whole point.
before top 8 that didn't happen.
Well, all the pros were doing that too.
Some of them were.
Chillin dude played
Some of
Mario
them
with
were.
you and let you beat him, dude.
Some of them. That was like kind of like choose your own
Yeah.
adventure.
The top
But
like
once you're on stream, it's like, all right, now it's time to make a real decision.
top
Yeah.
8 to 10 players were playing like secondaries or random. The other 117 players were playing their mains,
Yeah.
and almost everybody off stream was playing legitimate
pretty-
standards.
pretty-
I'd say there were 15
I mean,
people who sandbagged.
That's not my
Maybe,
issue.
but there's
is,
still
like,
112 who aren't.
dude, Spark is like obviously way better than this guy.
Sure.
Like, the fact that he was up 4 stocks to 1 and the guy got 1 wobble.
I
and
actually
decided
don't.
to taunt
I actually don't
Yeah.
have too much of a
Like,
problem with this story.
shitters.
wobble?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, me
have a
neither.
problem with it in a vacuum. I have
Yeah.
a problem with it with the other shit. No, I'm
That's
taking
what-
it seriously now.
That's
it's
what
like
I'm
now
saying.
it's
Yeah.
whatever I want to do. It's like, well, okay, but
What I
fuck
don't
you.
understand is like, children are dying of cancer, and you're at an event that means nothing to a win. Playing lame will mean nothing. Nobody's
true.
taking it seriously. It's like, if I go to a place where I'm like, I really want to compete today, and then I turn up in a room where there's no competitors, what's the point of still competing?
Right.
There's no one in the room who wants to take it
Yeah,
seriously.
might as well yuck it up.
It
with
wasn't.
the
It wasn't
lads.
even
Yeah,
like just
exactly.
competing too.
It's
Though.
like
He
you
was
took-
timing a kid out who decided to taunt
Well, that's
him like a
off-
shitter,
Here's
you
the
know?
thing. Here's the thing. Spark literally said, "I'm sorry. I just like competing. I want to get practice for Big
It's
House." He
not-
said that.
Yeah, that was
and,
his
and
actual
that's
tweet was
bullshit
exactly that.
too.
Competing's fun for
That's
me.
bullshit too because
The guy next to
there
you
were
doesn't want to
there were
compete.
hitters hanging out in the venue, and you could walk up to Swedish and start playing. Plup was there. Everyone was hanging out. It's not
Yeah.
like he was at a loss for like top practice,
Playing the guy
unless
who-
they were outright saying, "I don't want to play with you, Spark," which
Yeah.
maybe happened. I don't know.
Every single player did that, so he's like, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
Spark was
I
actually
hate
pretty
all
cool
of
when I
you.
talked to him.
No,
I
he
didn't
was
mind him.
great. He was cool when I played him and shit. But it's just that like you can't use that as a crutch either because I was there, dude. There were top hitters just hanging out.
You timed out a
playing
Sopo
melee.
that you were already 3
Well,
stocking.
ignore
like,
the Sopo for a moment because
I
that was
think
an
the
offshoot
Seppo has
thing.
no bearing on this
I
conversation.
agree. I think that's
Really?
separate. I think that's
kind
separate.
of a
I
big
think
thing.
that I
me-
think that joins everything together.
That was
Same, I
shitty
think-
to that one person who showed up to a charity event and wanted to help charity.
This is the way I see it. I turn up to a place and I'm like, I want to play some Smash Brothers, and everyone's like, we're playing Mario Party today, and I sit in the corner and go, I want to be a competitor. It takes 2 to do that, and nobody else was down for that.
That's true.
So I just play solo by myself instead of playing Mario Party with the boys.
I just didn't see the end game.
I don't think
him
he had the
doing that.
wherewithal
I
to
don't know.
realize that him trying hard stopped donations from coming in.
That's what I'm
That's-
saying.
Did
It's
it
That's
really?
my-
That's
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's
because I read
fucked.
that later. That's wild.
Some people said like, I'll donate 100, I'll donate 1,000.
I'll
if
donate if
Spark
this kid
plays
chills the
random.
fuck out.
Yeah, and I don't think he realized that, and I don't think he took that into consideration.
Yeah, like
And
that's
he
it.
tweeted
That's the
after the
context
fact.
I'm,
I saw
like,
that
talking
tweet. That
about,
was
The
cool.
tweet after was sorry it wasn't fun to watch for most. I didn't realize the effect it had on donations. I wanted to get good
How do you
practice
not
for Big
realize
House.
that at a place where everyone's going $1,000 and we'll kick each other in the nuts? and and he's like,
You
how
saw a
did
man shave his legs.
Yeah,
like,
like,
Hugs is
how-
shaving
what the fuck
his
you think
legs,
you're
like,
doing?
in between your sets.
How do you not
should know.
realize that maybe chain grabbing another man who's playing Kirby might not be that? It's like, oh no, I'm just doing my thing, auxiliary to like what's going on here.
Yeah,
Like-
that's the thing is like the context of like a charity event is like huge, and he just
Honestly,
didn't-
I think we should all do whatever Cherry asked us on stream at that point, because top 8
Right?
was
Yeah.
obviously a sham.
At that point, yeah.
And it's like, he won, cool, he won a tournament that was literally designed to raise money. And that's what is winning there, is raising a lot of money. That's what winning is.
Yeah, it's like I feel like last Smash the Record, like Hugo got shit, and like people were pissed about like the results counting. So they were like, okay, well this one, guys,
It really is not
it,
counting.
yeah, it really is about the memes. So
But it was
There's
only
no
about the
prize
memes
money,
because they
like-
made it about it. Because before that, the reason like Mike Hayes dropped out and the reason Hugs wasn't playing his main and everyone wasn't playing their main is because they didn't want it to count.
right, so there was like a chicken
They were
egg
still
situation.
afraid that it might count.
Right.
And I think until top 8, that concern was in the room.
Right. Okay.
Um,
I don't know.
no, that concern actually wasn't
I
in
think
the room.
it's
'cause
fine to have a
I talked to
hybrid
Hugo,
event.
and he said, like, this has been gone over.
That's gang.
Oh, with like the MIOM.
Well, I mean, everyone has just, like, the higher-ups have agreed that this tournament is just off record.
It's not gonna count.
yeah,
Um,
it should
Off the record. Off the bussy.
Yeah, it's clear that the mission statement of this event is not to find out who the best player in the room is. It's to raise a bunch of money for kids who are
for
sick.
them kids,
right.
dude.
Yeah.
What's weird though is how they went back from last one where they had random stages to this one where they went back to serious stages.
There was a little
I
bit of
think they-
misalignment going
I
on
think
there.
this
I think there
tournament
was.
I think they
series in
wanted the
general-
option select type of thing.
I
Yeah.
think they felt like in SoCal maybe it wouldn't fly.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And the way they would get an audience and get people to pay that venue that they so dearly needed was to say, hey, guys, it's pretty serious for all those mid-tier SoCal players who want to take it seriously.
right.
Yeah, I don't know if this tournament is supposed to be from day one a complete have fun, not a joke, but not a serious tournament, or is it semi-serious.
I think the Melee community has a real problem, and like people, there's been this long-standing thing of like Fox only, Final Destination, serious Melee isn't fun. It's chain grabbing and tech chasing, and that's all you do. If someone was like, we're going to a tournament where the only legal stage is Mushroom Kingdom, and you have to play as Kirby, I'd
And
be
you're
like,
like-
sign me the fuck up, dog. Catch me
You
back.
would really?
Catch me back throwing off the walk-offs.
This is new to me.
Yeah,
I didn't know you would.
I wouldn't
I
do
wouldn't
that.
peg you for that.
I love fun Melee. I just love the game. I love having fun with it.
Okay.
That was kind of the charm of when Dave ran Coliseum, like the crazy.
Yeah,
tournament.
crazy bracket.
He would like
single
have
stock.
to not run it because of how many people would be like, yeah, one stock matches, random stages, like that's fucking sick, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I know about
people
one stock
eat that
matches,
stuff.
but yeah, I really
mean, it
I
was-
love everything about Melee, and I've had the best time. Like, you know how I'm always saying like free for all.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it is
We
fun.
ran that.
There was one time when Mango and Johnny were in Australia, and Mango was like, "Hey, let's play free for all Falcon, like the three of us," and it was just the best. Like I remember being like, I was pretty new to. I'd been playing Melee for 1 or 2 years at that point, and I was like, getting to play free for all, and they were just having fun and drinking and
Yeah.
wiling out, and like that's a memory that stuck with me. And
Okay. Oh, here's another thing.
big
Like
wins are important, but that's fun too.
the whole tournament before that, it was like Chillin was playing Mario and shit. But I was trying. Everyone else was pretty much trying, and
Yeah.
that's also cool to be able to get to try. And then if you get to top 8, you get to play a really good player still. And even if you want to try, that's the low skill player
except
option
what happens
select.
there? What happens there is some brackets are full of people trying,
No, it's fine. That's fine.
and some brackets are not.
I'm just saying, if you get to top 8 like Ludwig did through a terrible, terrible hole in the system,
you know my
based
bracket,
on
you
no
know my,
skill
my
at all.
bracket to make winners side top 8.
but if you get there and you get to try against the top player, and no one blames you for it because you're a shitter, and that's fun too.
Yeah.
That's like it's a win-win as
If
long
they're-
as
if they're
the
not-
top player
if
is
they're,
down
if
to
they're playing
clown.
Mario, I'm not playing Fox. I'm playing something like that too. I might play Sheik.
But
or
that's your choice.
Mario or, yeah, it is.
Speaking as a man who played in top 8, it was a little bit weird, the vibe of top 8 of what you were supposed to do.
It wasn't laid out for
It was
you.
kind of like
No.
make it up with the guy next to you and just see what he
Exactly.
wants to agree with.
And so, like, Spark was like, I want to play my main. Like, I asked him before he even went there. I was like, okay, like, I'm going to play my main too. He wanted to play the serious stages. So I was like, okay. But I didn't want to have a serious match with him.
yeah. So you
He
put the-
clearly
you put the
outclasses me
cans on.
as a player. There's no doubt he outclasses me as a player.
I think what you did was saved that set.
I thought that's what I had to do.
You really did save
to
that
pop
set.
on the cans.
Because I thought it would have been stupid
You
if
had
I
to put
went
the
like a
cans on.
dumb
Had to put the
character.
donks on.
I can't go a dumb character because I can't even do
You
anything
tied
swaggy.
this medal up. Side note, was it tied like that when you got it, or did you just want it to
No,
sit
that was
higher?
smart because it was dipping below here. I wanted to get it up here.
Oh yeah. Get in
He's
focus.
born to shill.
Strats.
Yeah.
Strats.
Jeez.
He had a contingency plan for when he got a medal.
Yeah, I've had
This
plan
is how
for
I'll wear it.
years. It's been for years. I've been waiting for the medal. I have a cabinet, but no trophies yet.
Dad's gonna be proud.
Yeah, so I didn't know what to do. That's why I put the headset on. I did the self-commentate.
Yeah, I thought you. I was sitting in the crowd and I was like,
I was
"Damn."
screaming every time you got a stock.
Yeah, we were
Just-
going
yeah.
hard.
I heard that when he turned, because at one point
He turned it up
Spark
and we were
turns
like,
his
we can go
headphones up.
louder
Yeah,
too.
we can go louder, Spark.
You guys are fucked. Yeah, he had to turn his headphones up because I was being so
Because
annoying.
we were going fucking ham.
And the good thing about that is it was enjoyable for the people who wanted a lame one, and then the people who were rooting for Spark.
it kind of went both ways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
people,
Maybe
for
he's the
example,
genius all along.
got like to be like, yeah, Spark. Yeah, he's beating Ludwig, and Ludwig's talking shit. Yeah. And like all of NorCal got to root for their
that's such
boy.
a strange. If I'm a top player, like I don't get down in that mud.
I think it's just his boy, and you want him to win, and then he has this annoying puff player who has no business being in top 8, who's talking shit on the mic.
Yeah,
getting
but I don't.
fucked up.
I wouldn't
Fuck
muddy
is
myself with that
Hypertoast?
topic. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's thoroughly been covered.
Yeah.
But Lud super saved it though. Like your commentary during the match was hilarious.
It was good we had a bona fide shill make it all
Do
the
you
way.
want to talk about any other commentary moments?
Dude, I think the water bit was our finest moment in history.
Yeah.
I can't express how well that turned out as a bit.
Did anyone here see the water bit?
Is this clipped? Can I watch this somewhere?
Bro,
There's clipped. I don't.
I
think
don't
we
like
can
to
show
toot
it.
my own dick, but like it was so funny.
If
I
you
don't
want-
even
you guys saw
consider
it?
I don't even consider myself a part of it. It was just like a funny thing, and it was good
I've never
thinking.
heard
it
you
was
say
Lud.
that. I've never heard you say that.
Lud was
We
thinking
could
about
talk
it.
about the RPS tournament because he made top 8 in that.
I did make top 8. I
Oh.
got okay. Yeah, so yeah,
And Gimmer throwing an
Gimmer threw
Atlantic
that.
City late shoot.
I'm so
Trying to finesse the.
Sus Gus over
Yeah,
here.
it's
Sus
sus.
the VG
Fucking, you know what's
boot
funny about
camp
Gimmer?
stream.
So we were on stream a lot, and Gimmer he found out what Ludwig's YouTube was. The whole time he was roasting Ludwig.
He looked through all my videos. He was like,
was like,
"Yep, VGBC content.
okay,
I can flag this.
Oh, that's
I
a
can flag
Xanadu.
that."
That's a Xanadu. And Ludwig's like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's not even my channel if you really think about
He
it.
was saying it on the stream when we were commentating. He just chimed in our head like Gimmer's like, oh look that top 10 ice climb. That's a Xanadu. We'll rev share that one. And he's like, fuck.
Just cut Gimmer
And then he was also
ASMR the whole
he was
time.
also
He was
shitting on-
shitting on me
doing
He
too.
was shitting at Anthony. He's like, "What do you got? 40,000 views total?
Yeah.
Is that your lifetime?"
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna donate $40 because I forgot to donate to match that guy, which I did end up doing. And he's like, oh man, you're gonna spend all the money you made on your YouTube so far.
Holy
I'm like,
shit.
fuck, man. He cooked me, bro.
That's a real
Dude,
boy.
that's actually sick. Just
He
sitting,
fucking cooked
sitting
me.
in the ears of the commentators and just being like, "Come on, boys."
Yeah.
What are these young
Gimmer
fucking
just sitting there.
dumbass
He-
day
Gi-
one chills
Gimmer
doing.
has this like wizard aura of like
Yeah.
experience, and like you can tell he's just got it like that
You
when
know
he
how
starts
we're, like,
talking about
we're
YouTube.
talking about tournaments we've been to this year. He'd be like, "Yeah, I remember Kings of Cali won."
Yeah, you're like, all right.
Streaming that was fun.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
actually worked all weekend that weekend.
Remember the rev share on it too. Didn't get much.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, guys like you hadn't really got onto it. Those were some good days on YouTube, actually.
he did defend GR Smash. He's like, yeah, no, GR Smash, he's the original.
He has a certain set of criteria, which is you can't make highlights from
this
one
event.
single tournament.
right.
And
Yeah, that's really what they eat off, man.
yeah.
Jet would know. Like, making those Power 9 videos, like some kid's just getting in there before he can, who's at home, like,
Do you deal with that,
Flipping it up.
Jet?
Yeah, we had to once.
yeah.
Do you have to hit him with the? Do you have to call the feds
the
up?
cease and
Do you have to
desist.
hit him on the
I've
with the
took that-
fucking burner? I thought about it, but then I realized they'd make like $5. He said they thought about it, but
I've
they would
taken
make
down
$5,
a video
so.
before.
Ludwig comes through.
You're-
That's my
That's
content.
just the principle. You're like, no, they need to look at me.
No, the worst
not
part
you,
is.
me.
So this was the
It's on a
video.
reappropriated bit as well.
It's
he's
a
he's
bit
like,
he took.
yeah.
Wait.
It's like
I
on
need the
clearly
revenue.
stolen content. Someone's cut his cut of someone else's content. He's like, that was actually my artistic direction on where to cut that piece of
That's
VGC
That's why he was giving me
content.
shit about the Gods and
That's
Gatekeepers
the
video.
Ellen bit.
Yeah, I gotta take that video down. No, but
I have the
I
chat
actually
logs. You
could-
asked me
I
where to
actually
cut.
could take it down because I uploaded it first.
He's like, how dare you try
That's
to eat on my
fucked
stuff?
up.
Is that
really?
fucked up? I uploaded the video
Meanwhile,
first,
fucking-
unlisted.
No,
So-
I
so-
uploaded the first cut
Is the first cut
to
still
show
there?
you guys.
Is your first cut still there?
I really wish you
No.
guys would
Then I
put
can
this to
take
bed.
your
Is
video
yours
down.
still up?
Yeah.
What the
I
fuck?
can take your video
Why
down.
you got me like
I
by the
need
balls?
to hold you by the balls.
no.
All right.
Finesse.
He's like, never send me
We're
content
putting
again.
slime on the scene on Ludwig Anders game.
God damn it.
Get used to the contract.
All right,
bud.
guys, go fucking follow Ludwig
Dude,
Anders Gaming.
this is what happens when you send somebody something on Google Share or something. That's theirs now.
That's
they can
mine
put
now.
that on YouTube before you.
You
and
know,
then
I
just
tried
be
to
like,
download your work flub, but you took it down before I could.
Yeah, you try to download that.
I was
you're
like,
gonna-
that's so funny. I
you're
need
gonna
to keep
grab
that.
me by
It's
the
a-
balls.
No, I didn't want to use it. I just thought it was funny.
What's
I
a
was
I
like,
have
work
it.
flub?
It's
don't worry about it.
It's
Can't talk about
I
it.
can't talk about
Talk
it.
no, tell me.
No, we.
I can't. I can talk about it, but I can't mention.
Is it what you were
Too
doing
many specifics.
at the bar?
I work for a. I can't even mention.
Yeah,
I can't
don't
mention this.
do.
I
You don't
can't
really
mention
do
this.
serious
I can't
stuff.
mention
I've
this.
seen people lose their jobs over tweeting.
Yeah.
like
I
in
can't-
Hollywood.
It's to do with
Yeah,
your
yeah.
other shit though.
This is unmentionable.
This is
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Smash
Yeah.
Brothers.
I think
no,
I
no,
know.
no Smash
Oh,
Brothers.
then I don't care.
Yeah.
Unmentionable information.
Yeah. Anyway,
I just thought you might be writing down appropriated.
rock
No.
paper scissors. I got in the top 8 because I got 3 people DQ'd. Like half the people showed up, and I played one round and I won, so I was in top 8.
That's so whack.
It's
At
like-
least I
like
played everyone
Ludwig
to
in
get to
Melee.
top 8.
It was
I played everyone. I played every round. I didn't
It
get
was
a bye.
it was single limb, and then I was trying to be the bad boy, so I would like not shake people's hand. I was trying to be the left end of rock paper scissors, and then I got like 7th, so I kind of was the left end of rock paper scissors.
Oh,
what a roast.
Kidding.
Wow.
And so yeah, but I wanted to segue into our next top. Is that cool?
Go
it's
for
still
it.
Smash Sabusa.
Yeah, smash that.
I played well, for one, I played against Typo in my pool. No, in bracket. The first round was against Typo, who who mods controllers and shit. And
He's bigger than this. People know typo.
Yeah.
oh, that's great. I'm glad.
no, he's a friend of ours actually. You might not know him. He mods controllers.
I don't look. I didn't know who Typo was until like he followed me.
You know
I
what
don't-
Mango says notched up?
Oh,
Wow. What?
Did that come out of your
dude.
mouth?
Hey,
What?
no,
Did that
you know
sound
what,
bad?
though?
Get
Yeah.
the fuck out
It
of
was
here,
true.
dude.
In
What the
true
fuck?
Shill gang
What's
fashion,
wrong?
though,
What?
It's true.
Typo was there at this event. I went straight to my boy Nez from the block.
Dude, you know it. You know I'm hitting up with
I'm trying to
hammy.
I'm trying to hit a day one with that bread.
Yeah,
for
I'm
notching
not
me up.
leaving my day one, even though my controller doesn't show drop very well right now. I think I fucked it
I'm
up.
trying to go to like the get stitched up at the ghetto vet type place.
Also,
like
he got
when you
the
get shot on the streets.
yeah,
you
don't go to the doctor.
You go to that one guy who got 3/4 of the way through a medical degree, and you go into his garage.
Just sew you up.
He hits you up with takes
Hits you with the
bullet out
dog
with
tranquilizer.
The pliers,
and the fucking yeah. Anyway,
Trying to fuck with the gang.
he
with my
also
controller notch.
Nez the god got the shout out from Spark for notching.
Yeah,
so if that means anything.
I mean,
which it does.
my notches are fuego, dude.
Anyway,
That's the
Typo was great. Anyway, I played against him, and who was watching? Was it you?
I watched.
Did you watch
Typo?
the end?
I watched game 1.
The
I-
money match? Or
No.
I didn't
So
watch
we
either.
played, and then he beats me game 1. It's Fox Falco, and then game 2, Battlefield's really, really close. I bring it back, and it's like last stock. We're just throwing out bears like idiots, and I hit my bear, and he goes way off stage. And I'm like, this is it. So I put my hand up, and he's not dead, but he can't get back if I grab ledge.
Round 1.
So what's wrong with a bracket? So I'm like, yeah. Sergio was the one who watched. That was embarrassing.
What?
Because it's like your dad you still want to impress
Dude,
even though you hate him.
you literally just channeled some David Chong.
So I
and-
channeled. It was the
and just
dumbest. I will
shit
never
your
do that
pants off a
again.
pop-up.
And so I pop off. I'm like, yeah, and then I don't get to the edge fast enough. Try to grab ledge, fuck up, drop, get Battlefield to die.
You have to learn how to PC drop.
I can
While popping
PC
off.
drop.
Okay,
oh,
so
wall
you just
popping
gotta-
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's gang.
That'd be so
it
dumb.
was so stupid. It's like the secret technique with the knee. I'll show you guys later. So I lose, and then Typo's like, oh man, and I'm like, yep. Yeah, like what do you like? Don't talk, right? Like this is your time not to say anything. Let's see how you handle this. And he's like, that sucked, and he kept
Man,
talking.
damn,
and I'm like,
you really had to lose that one
yeah.
there.
I'm like, all right. And it was fine though. It was cool.
You deserve that for popping off.
No, I
here.
deserve it
Honestly, yeah.
100%. It was so. He's like, oh man, I feel like you got robbed, and I was like,
I would have been like, should have popped
I was
off,
like,
idiot.
I was like, dude, I robbed myself, and he's like, wow, existential slime, and I'm like,
Does he say that?
yeah, and I thought that was dumb, but no, we had a conversation later on. So he comes up. No, Typo's
You're like,
great. Typo's
never
great.
hit me with
No, I
that
just
dumb
think it's
shit again.
funny.
No, Typo's great.
Existential
So he
slime.
comes up and he's like, "You want a money match?" And you guys were there.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he's like, "You don't seem enthusiastic about it." I'm like, "Bro, you asked me yes or no. If I didn't want to, I wouldn't, right?" So we money match. I win. He SD'd a bunch. He's better than me. And so we just start talking after that. And
He
so
SD'd a bunch?
yeah, so I won 5.
Damn, so the modded controllers really don't work then.
Sorry, I didn't even shield drop, bitch. No, no, it was cool. And then so we had a conversation that got me thinking a lot after this. So basically, he was talking to me about like comedy and like the Smash scene and all this shit. And I was like, yeah, the video just turned out really well. Like, I feel like I got lucky and all this. And he's like, I was like, but I still really do feel like a student of comedy. Like, I want everything to be perfect. I want it to be lined up. I'm really trying really hard. If I'm not trying hard, what the fuck am I doing? And so he told me about this bit he's doing for Shine, like this sketch idea he had. He told it to me. It was kind of funny. And I was
And
like,
we're running it now.
no.
We're stealing it
I
from
was
him.
like, okay.
Make a probe.
I was like, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good.
Mine now.
Wait, this is why he money matched you. Continue. I'll
Ludwig's
Maybe,
got the
yeah.
math grab range of appropriating.
So anyway, he fucking he tells me
Okay.
he tells me about this
That was
sketch,
good.
and I was like, oh okay, yeah, that kind of works. I think it needs some work, is what I told him. And he's like, yeah. He's like, but I just thought it'd be cool. And I'm like, but if it doesn't fucking slap, then we're wasting our time. Like, not you and me, but like the world. Like,
Yeah.
And-
This is how I feel about Melee.
exactly. So that was what I was gonna say, because me and you had a conversation. So like the way Miles sees Melee, if you're going to a tournament and you don't want to be in first place, what the fuck are you doing? When I get submissions for bad Melee,
I think the mentality is more just like, I'm never satisfied with what I've done. If I can do something, it's easy. And like, what's the next step to perfection? And like, all I see is the mistakes.
yeah.
Wait, so like you just want to reach perfection?
No,
Exactly.
I just see
Yeah,
the
I do.
mistakes. Like, I just know what I could have done better, and like, it pains me to not do that.
I when I like write something or produce something and I read submissions for bad Melee or whatever, or I hear ideas from other people, all I can see is how to make it perfect. All I want to do is fix it to where it becomes this platonic idea of like,
Yeah.
this is the best.
Yeah.
And if I'm not doing that, what the fuck are any of us doing?
It's not so much about like beating
And that's
the
what
guy
I realized
next to
when I
me
was
or like
talking to him.
coming first.
You
or
didn't
any
tell
of
him
that.
any of this.
I said basically, we got to make it perfect. You got to make the sketch perfect, or otherwise, what the fuck are we doing? And then he said existential slime again, and I'm like, this is just me. Like,
Yeah.
It's like
I'm just tortured.
It's like a weird bit he has. Like anytime you say anything slightly, it's like existential.
It's like, dude, I'm
dog.
hungry. He's like, existential, bro. I guess.
That's not really it. That's not what that word means.
But
Yeah.
no, I'm not to shit on Tyler. Tyler's great.
And
He's
what
a
it
nice
means
guy.
is like you wake up and you're just like never happy with what you do, and people are like, oh, nice one, man. And you're like, you don't know
I'm
what
like,
nice
yeah,
is.
yeah,
You don't know what nice
that's
is,
how I
idiot.
feel.
Yeah.
That's how
You're
I
a
feel.
fucking heathen.
Every time
You're a plebeian.
Every time I get a compliment, I'm like, you don't fucking know, dude.
And then somebody else does something, they're like, bro, that was sick. I'm like, he missed the DI. That wasn't dope. He missed the DI.
It's all right. I could see areas that were kind of weak,
Yeah.
and that's how I feel all the fucking time. But not about competing
dude,
in
that's
melee.
why,
But you
like,
feel that about
That's
competing
why
in
like
melee.
combos have to be so fucking sick for me to feel anything about them anymore. Like it almost has to be like
So depressing.
a task combo where it's like the computer does some shit that we just wouldn't be able to do, because I feel like I've seen it all. And like
Your guys' life sounds so depressing.
Dude,
It
this is
sounds
the
like you have-
torturous life.
Ludwig has the same torture, but it's for climbing the social ladder that is melee.
That's
Not
true.
at all. It's
Could
not
you
even
be
true.
higher?
I can always be higher.
There it is,
But
I can always be better.
But
More
you guys
jacked.
don't.
My Labrador
know
could always
how
be
to-
cuter.
You guys don't know how to jerk yourself off. All right.
I
just
don't.
say
I don't
it.
feel comfortable doing it. I don't want to.
But not
I am
doing it
you're-
makes you never satisfied with what you have. And I'm not saying you should be satisfied, because then you'll be content, and then you'll stop
Complacent.
making
Yeah,
good content.
and being
exactly.
being content is the worst thing you can be.
Sure,
Ludwig.
sure. But that doesn't mean that you should treat everything you make like trash and live this depressed
This is
Pablo
why
Picasso
You
life.
have
you're
to, though.
this is why you're a valuable person to me, because you're teaching me to be able to do that a little bit sometimes.
Look, I'm fucking sick. I know that, on the sticks and off. And so if Miles is giving me shit, I can show him a medal. I can flash him some hardware. If you're giving me shit, I can flash you a number. 4 million. I don't care. But at the same time, I know that I want to make better content. I don't watch over my content for more than a
this
week
is
or a
handsome
month.
privilege. You get to be like this.
You can be like this. You can look at the success you've done. You can look at your video and be
No,
like, that was a
fuck
great video.
No, fuck that. Fuck that.
Give yourself
No,
at-
this is just
give
that
yourself-
plebeian outlook, dude.
when you do something good, at least give yourself some time
What's
to
good
feel
though?
good about
What's
it.
good, bro?
No, I don't feel good about it. I just watch the comments and I'm just like, yeah.
That's what I mean.
But that's
So
not
part
feeling
of it.
good. That
That
just
is
feels like a
good.
drug.
Yeah, no,
That just feels like
that's
crack in my blood.
That's called like what?
That's that murder, dude.
Yeah,
It's
it's that
coursing
murder,
the-
baby.
When bad comment comes in, you're like, oh, fuck.
I'm like, well, he's wrong.
No, I was talking to Lud about this. I feed off like
What's that word when
polarizing
somebody's
bad,
like, yes, you're a
comments where they're
person,
just,
you're a
like,
good
hating on
person.
it.
you like that hateful shit?
You like the
Yeah.
bad comments?
I fucking love that shit.
Jack
Because
Zilla,
I
Jack
like,
Shakespeare was saying
I'm
that.
like, you're wrong, and I'm like, you're a fucking idiot, and I like trashing the person. I'm just like, ooh, you have such a wrong.
Someone
opinion.
shits on you, the next comment's like, you're a god. You're like, well, listen to this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess the people have spoken.
Like the one person says you're a god, 5 people say you're shit.
'Cause
Well, the people
Yeah,
spoke.
they
They said I'm
clearly-
a god.
I was talking to Lud about this. Like, I know, like
What's
when
it
we
called? It's like that
commentated-
approval. It's like, yes, you're a person and you did well. We like you.
Yeah.
What's that word?
Validation.
Yeah.
Validation. Yeah.
Like when we've commentated and we go off the rails, it's just the most polarizing shit ever.
It's the same with Ludwig and me.
Yeah.
Like we're like.
But I know that bad comment, like for some commentators, just fucks like them. And like every time I
Really?
see it, yeah.
Some people fuck
so
them up,
yeah,
dude.
I remember I made Sawyer
Pussies.
stop doing a bit in chat because I was so mean to him.
Or Gil, you had the
No, Gil's cool.
You
A
just
lot
put
of
his
people-
bit in the ER just like
Yeah,
that.
no, I put Sawyer's bit in the grave.
Dude, a lot of people commentate
It
less
was
because they get shit.
hardlining.
A lot
Yeah.
of like people you wouldn't think, like
That's true.
Homemade Waffles has said that he doesn't like to commentate as much. People are giving him shit because he's doing it because people want it. He doesn't like doing
Dude,
it.
honestly,
s-
though, like-
per se. Or,
with
I
the-
hate that I said
with
that
the-
specifically.
Miles is good at slipping in the per se in when it's natural,
yeah.
when it's natty ice.
Per se,
It's like a real word that you can't use anymore.
I know, right?
Yeah.
He
Because-
fucked it all up.
They
Per se is
appropriated
the
it.
cancer of SoCal at the moment.
What is?
Per se is
Per
the
se.
cancer of SoCal.
It's all melee. It's a melee meme.
I think
Yeah.
being, you know how you were like, oh, when that guy said our joke, it just made me really want to dead that
Oh,
item.
gang.
Like when
Gang.
that one kid is like, yeah, it's gay. And
You
you're
were
just
like,
you
"Ah!"
guys, you're just like, oh, I'm never saying that
it
again.
was like we have to accept that our bits will be
Hey,
killed by
let's.
people.
I think we should move on to that now. Like this duality of like having people like you and just wanting to stay with the clique. We had that
You
conversation.
know what's really funny? The guy we interviewed, the TV writer, he has a pinned tweet that's something like, either the life of an artist be like
Be sad and
sad and significant,
Or
or
mad that nobody
satisfied
gets
and,
you.
satisfied and
happy
inconsequential.
and inconsequential.
Yeah,
Sad and significant or happy and inconsequential.
and it's like that's gay
Yeah,
It's
it's
my
like
life.
it's like
How
you're an
can you
artist.
be happy
pick one.
when you're inconsequential though?
because you're happy with what you're producing, but you're inconsequential in the great scheme.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
No,
Well, it's just maybe you can't vibe with that, but
But
people.
I-
I'm
Yeah.
more
Art is
proud of
within the
something.
eye of the
I'm more proud
beholder.
of making a good piece of work than I am getting 100,000 likes for a shitty piece of work.
But the great thing about competition is when you win, you are the best.
That's
So it's
that,
one and the
well,
same.
That's
This is
that's
for-
why
this
melee
is-
isn't.
Well, so this
art.
is for an artist. Yeah, this
It's
is for
skill.
an artist.
It
skill,
kind of is,
art,
though.
and
You're not an artist
And
playing melee.
dying.
You're a
and
competitor.
sad, if you will.
yeah.
Throwing a little sad on
Yeah.
the top there.
Uh,
Melee really is just giving blood to a stone, and the gods have just given the most.
yeah,
Yeah, I
a
mean,
little bit.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And that's gang. I like that.
Yeah. Can't
Anyway,
use that word anymore, but it's gang.
oh fuck.
He just used it
You
so
shouldn't have
weird.
brought
He was
it
like,
up.
he was
This
like,
is-
you
yeah,
guys
like I
ganged
said-
it so
he said
much.
ganged, and
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh, whoa! Is this like some weird porn website now?
The gang,
ganged.ru.
Yeah.
just uses like
fuck.
weird form, like the gangicity of that commentary. was
And
off
it would
the
be
hook.
Eastern European. They love that group sex.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know.
what?
Is
But
that-
yeah,
is
like
that
the
everything?
duality of like, oh, I just when my homies say it, it's funny because they know how to use the joke. But now the joke has gone big.
It's the pain of wanting your homies to be like recognized for like, guys, we really are
yeah,
funny.
yeah. You know those guys who are like,
Yeah.
we should have a TV show, the three
Yeah.
of us, because like the shit we say.
And then suddenly,
Suddenly you'd get that, and people are ruining the bits that just you and your homies run.
Yeah,
but that's just how it is, and you can't.
That's chill though.
That's chill as fuck.
Yeah.
it's a chill bit.
I've ruined bits. I've ruined Let's Ride.
I've run.
Have
I
you?
took-
Let's Ride
I
was
took-
Let's Ride was in the floor before you even got to California.
I took Ben's Let's Ride.
It's
no,
from
Ben-
Arizona.
I
Ben's
know,
Let's
but-
Ride.
Yeah,
I'm saying if you're saying that in California now, like that
you're
was
you're late.
I was the original. Like, Let's Ride is a bad bit.
I was.
Well,
me and you were saying
no,
fuck
here's
writing.
no. Here's his option
I
to
said
like
fuck writing.
everything is a bad bit. So when
No.
it eventually flops, he's like, oh yeah, I knew
Dude,
it was
the
a
block.
bad bit.
The,
That's what
hate that
Dawson
bit.
does.
That's a
no,
shit bit,
no, 'cause
Dawson.
we've always been me and Dawson. The block was almost a protest of Let's Ride.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
actually.
That's what I'm saying. We were saying maybe riding ain't all that.
Yeah.
I'm not with that.
I'm not sure. You don't ride on the block. dude. It's just
We walk out here on this block.
yeah.
We walk with the strap.
I'm
Strut.
stuck on a corner, dude. There's no riding.
Yeah, what, you're not gonna sell the murder down the street. You're on the fucking.
Yeah, they come to me.
Yeah, I'm saying if you want to stay with a clique, there's no riding.
Yeah,
All right.
that's that privilege shit. I
Alright.
don't get down with, dude.
What are your thoughts, Ludwig? You seem like you're processing.
I'm about washing my clothes in the bathtub
Yeah.
with the boys.
You're on that gang shit.
Yeah.
I'm just reminiscing about how good Let's Ride used to be.
I know, man. Every bit has a timeline and it
If
dies,
Let's Ride
and that's
started
okay.
with our boy,
Yeah,
our boy
2015.
Ben.
Summer 2015. I've met Ben like maybe a month or two before Evo 2015, and he was saying it. Or sorry, 16, and he was saying it a lot. And then I only hung out with him for maybe a couple weeks, and then I started dropping that all throughout Evo, just hammered like Let's Ride. I did this bit where I ran out of money. I went to the ATM and I came back with like a $100 bill. And then they were like, "Oh, dude, you shouldn't do that." And I went, Psh, and it was 200. And I was like, "Let's ride!" And I thought it was like so dope. I mean, I think now I look back and it's
Okay,
fucking
what
bucks.
happens is
It's like when you watch your old VODs, you're
Yeah,
like,
you're like, oh,
you like watch
oh
that one
God.
combo that you thought was dope from 2
like
years
that's
ago.
so bad.
So
and you're just
No,
like, oh,
here's
I
the thing:
missed
like
L
they
cancel, huh?
become legacy bits, and you like can pull them out like every once. It's like a fine bottle
You know-
of like.
like last podcast. How who did we have on? We had FD, the legend.
Stanky. Yeah,
Stanky.
Stanky.
Thank you.
I have this weird thing in my brain where I remember every tiny detail about someone except their name, and I'll be like, I'll look at you and not know your name's
Like,
Anthony, or like not know your name's Ludwig for like a good 30
You
seconds.
might have that facial recognition problem.
No, I know what you look like, and I know that.
You might be all
I
fucked
remember
up
your
in your
dumb
head.
face, but it's just it's just your name that eludes me. Anyway,
Maybe if
He
you
was-
just attach like an item to someone that you can remember the name better. So
Yeah,
if you look
like
at
a
my
medal.
if you look at my medal.
anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Ludwig, medal.
Fourth.
Fourth at Smash the
Fourth.
Bussy.
Listen, Scar's already dead at this bit, dude. Don't do it to yourself.
What do you mean? This is not a fifth or sixth bit. I
Anyway,
got fourth. There's no tiebreaker when you get top four.
It's your own
Anyway,
placing.
so what I'm saying is,
It's
you know
the
how,
first on
how he
PlayStation.
was saying that we were talking about when cranking dat might be cool again to Soldier
Yeah,
Boy.
yeah. When it comes around.
Cranking.
Or no, we
Jerking.
said Superman.
Yeah, no, because we were saying like jerking is almost like a legacy bit at this point.
Right.
It's kind of
It's getting there.
Like pin dropping will come back around, like the damn Daniel sideways strut.
You were trying to bring that bit from the dead.
Daniel.
That's my move.
This weekend. I was like, all right.
He said
This
that a
is-
couple times. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I fucked that up. Anyway, I don't
someone's
like
running up
getting
on me,
too meta.
I'm going left
Yeah.
like that.
I don't like getting too meta about the podcast because I feel like it gets sort of viciously masturbatory.
I mean,
And
We're just under here. Like,
yeah,
let's go, boys.
well,
Let's
that's
go.
dangerously close.
Do it again. I'll square up.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, I'm sorry for protecting my own personal
don't jerk
space.
me off or I'll fight you, dude. I swear to God. It's like,
sorry
I'll
for-
jerk you off, bro. I'll do it, bro.
I'll be fully talked during the
He
fight.
waits till he's finished. All right, now we're fighting. All right, I finished and I'm ready for a fight now.
It's like, oh, I'm actually kind of lacking energy. I might just take a nap.
Just let me take a quick nap. We can maybe do round 2.
Hungry.
But after
I have a
that,
headache. I'm just gonna.
I don't feel like it tonight.
it's just neck a little.
Anyway, let's scoot into the chat inquiries if there's any chat inquiries.
Are we at chat
questions?
we're chatting, sir.
We're about to wrap.
I wanted to talk more about
Wrap it.
legacy bits, dude. There's so many good
No,
ones.
I
that are
don't-
dead.
Look, here's
don't
the
like
thing
being-
about
I don't like
legacy
being
bits.
meta.
I'll
I don't
just
like being
quick
meta.
wrap legacy bits. Every group has different legacy bits, different bits that are old. So if you say a bit, it could be an old bit for someone else. There can be a group that's been saying that's
Yeah,
gang
we
for
took
years.
we took Let's
Yeah.
Ride and it was already kind of dead.
No one,
Exactly.
no
I
one's
mean,
used that
Big doinks out in Amish. Like, who knows how long?
Doesn't have long. I would say the meme stock there is sell,
So
sell.
short.
That's a penny
It's so
stock.
short.
Yeah, yeah.
penny
that
stock.
one's a flash in the
If
pan.
you bought that shit, you're fucked.
if you're still smoking
If you're
big
still
doinks, start calling them blunts again.
Start calling it a cornfield.
Yeah.
The stock will never rise for that
Yeah,
again.
I
Too.
know.
I mean, it may take 20 years. And then you're
I
like,
think someone pops out like one time when you and the mates are like, someone's smoking or something. You're like, oh, big doinks.
Or
Like,
you just casual, like you drop per se, like be like, "Hey boys, we got a doink waiting for us in
yeah,
the car,"
yeah,
and you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"All right,
That's
man,
it.
let's go."
Throwing the old bit, it has to be like
Miles
just
is
for those
really
who
good
know.
at that.
old
Yeah.
bits.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's because it's like reheating that old food.
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes it's good.
Never tastes the same.
Vito Waffles asks, "Why does a charity event imply people shouldn't play seriously?"
Because charity events are built around driving donations, and playing seriously hinders that.
Yeah.
it
I
can.
think on stream,
It can.
Against
It can.
nobodies.
it can if there's a precedent of everyone else not trying.
Yeah, no,
which
it's sort of
there
like an
was on the
agreed
stream.
thing. Spark was basically outnumbered.
If he was trying to get to Leffen, who was also trying, if he was like, no, I've got to try to get through these guys to get to someone else who's also trying so we can have this epic battle.
yeah, that's fine.
If it was like Mango and Armada are in the bracket and everyone else is sandbagging, but they're like earnestly trying to
Yeah.
get to each other, I'd be like, yes, we all want that. But like Spark winning the tournament, that doesn't save any kids.
Yeah, and also like he
Spark killing kids.
Not saving them, not
he's
killing
not
them,
saving
but
them.
not
He's not
providing the
saving
money
the
for them
same
to
as killing?
potentially
Yeah.
be saved.
I mean, if you're complacent about saving kids, you might as well be killing
It's
them.
I
like
mean-
watching a guy drown in a river and not saving
I
him.
think
I'm
he
not
should
gonna-
take.
You know,
he should
I'm
take
not
a trip
putting
to the
his head
hospital.
under.
Are you pulling the lever? Are you pulling the lever, Spark?
And while that light goes out in their eyes, they'll go, "It's okay, you played Chic, Spark. I hope the big house goes well."
Oh,
They
no.
just-
Too far. That's where he did that bit. That bit took a
Anyway, Miles
Downturn.
won't be allowed to the next Smash the Bussy.
smash the
No, but
birth.
I agree. And like he was just outnumbered. And like a charity event can be a serious thing, but everyone was like 90% of the people were like, you know what? Let's just have one for the lads. And he was like, no. No, I won't do it. And that was what was stupid.
I don't like public roads. I want my own.
So there's a couple things.
I'm traveling. I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
It's
Am I being
not about the
detained?
destination.
No, it's like they say they're traveling. I don't need a license.
Am I being
So there's
detained?
two things that we
Whoa.
should bring up for context. Cherry literally said the reason that Melee was like doing random stages and stuff is because Smash 4 did. He was like,
Okay.
yeah, Smash 4 used random stage, random character like Melee can.
Cherry was looking. He was drinking on.
He was
Sunday.
having a good
Cherry,
time.
Cherry was like, yeah, Sunday. He was like,
Sundays is his relaxed
so that was
day.
one the precedent of Smash 4 set up the precedent that Melee should have had.
Okay.
And Spark ignored that. The other thing is, what's funny is, so partway through top 8, actually right after the first match of losers quarters, right before I played Varel, there was a 45-minute block of Crimson Blur trying to shave Hugs' leg.
Dude, that tweet you made was good.
I think once
feel
someone's
bad.
I
late,
feel like
tweet.
that. Like this is my music, like jazz for the soul or whatever.
I still
Music for the soul.
they're
What
still
was the
stalking that one.
Dude, I feel like that tweet
was
was
the
like
tweet?
not. That didn't go where I thought it was going.
have to look up
I
this
thought that tweet was going straight
That's
to the
because
top.
I got it like
Is this
that.
tweet about the leg shave?
Yeah.
I think once someone starts shaving their legs in the middle of a top 8, you should know that the tournament
Yeah,
isn't that
that's
serious.
sort of the
That's the tell.
signal.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? Maybe this I don't have to
Smash
be.
4
When-
top 8
when
were playing
Blur
like
is-
slow-mo
when
7
Blur's
stop.
like lathering up, hugs his legs for like 15 minutes, then maybe you should start to think like, hey, I don't have to tech chase.
I don't
this
know how
guy
that
to-
tweet didn't.
funny.
I don't know how that
That's
didn't hit a
funny. You like that?
century, dude.
Yeah.
Well, the pictures, I sort of just took the pictures and recaptioned them, so I don't feel too good about it.
But yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Anyway, like that happened, and the whole time during that, Spark was legitimately warming up on a setup,
You gotta stay warm.
furiously like playing melee.
Yeah,
and
you gotta,
waiting for this
gotta
to
keep your shield
end.
drops going.
And so I do have respect
I
for
think he
Spark.
just bought a ticket to come out to STR and just like
I
wanted
don't-
it to be what he wanted it to be.
I don't think he
And
realized
that's
what the
fair.
He
event
really
was.
wanted
That's
a
fair,
warm-up
too.
tournament, and it just wasn't that. And he was like, "I'm still going to make the most of this
He's-
for what I want."
Sometimes you gotta dead the bit,
And
and
I'm
when you
fine.
realize that
Yeah.
the bit isn't
I agree.
like, playing,
Sometimes, and
Yeah.
I
Dead
think he's
it
just
and
young
have
enough
fun.
to be stubborn enough to do the like. No,
If
I
he-
want to do what I want
I
to
mean,
do.
if he paid a couple
And
hundred,
that's,
like
yeah, that's fair enough. That
That's
is
fair.
really
Honestly,
enough.
that's
Without
totally
the
fair.
yeah,
precedent-
actually,
with looking at the rule set that said it's a legitimate rule set, nowhere did it say random.
That's
nowhere
true.
did
all
it
of
say that
these
was
top
allowed.
players are
We'll
going.
give that to him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, oh, Puff's going like it's gonna be a legit tournament, and then he finds out it's not. And he's like, well, I paid 200.
I really feel like that's true, actually, and it takes a lot of
it's for
maturity to
okay,
go
but
like.
it's for the charity.
Yeah.
It's not like he's paying 200.
But it takes a lot of maturity to go.
Yeah.
All right, I'll cut my losses. This is what it is. Let's do it. Let's have fun.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't
I
strike
don't think
me
he had the
as
wherewithal
the
to
most
realize-
mature person.
yeah.
Next
the
question.
donos.
Nexty.
Next.
Oh! Who's Hypertoast asked,
Oh.
"Is Ludwig gonna give?"
He gives you
him-
this publicity,
he's
and
like-
you're
he's-
after the
He said,
bread?
"Is he gonna give me his
Boys,
$10?"
I'll handle it. I'll
for
handle it.
entering?
Everybody gets their 15 minutes of fame, and I got yours. Stay irrelevant.
Whoa.
Why?
Ludwig's
Why?
claws come
Why?
out.
I
Why?
don't
Why?
fuck with that.
Why?
Whoa. What
$10?
does that mean?
Just give him his $10, man.
You had his fun.
Venmo request me Pussy Slayer 69. I'll Venmo you any amount. This is
That's a weird challenge.
This is petty
Just ask
change.
me how much
Any
money you
amount.
want
This is
from me. I'll
petty
give it to you.
change.
I'll go into debt for life for this. Think I won't be a wage slave for this?
The peasant comes up to the king will hand out a bone. Hypertoast, go for it.
You were just a vessel for this man's success, and now you're nothing.
Jesus
to him.
Christ.
The guy who steals bits from Ellen is now flexing on
Oh
a stream
my
monster.
God.
Yeah, catch
Yikes.
Lud on the next Ellen the Generous.
7, 8,
Hey,
Ellen the Generous be like,
Hy-
well, this is afraid of 7 to 9.
Hypertoast catch Lud coming up to you at the venue and being like, "Nah, man, you're the homie though. Hey, you want to play a
Yeah.
little friendly? No, dude.
Yeah,
That's,
like
that's
that
chill.
tweet.
Hey,
we gotta roast him.
yeah.
We gotta
He's
do
that
it.
little baby
oh,
bitch.
That little baby bitch
fuck off.
tweet.
First of all, we can
That
bring up
tweet was
the
so
Fendi
good.
tweet.
He
Bring
could
up
never
the Fendi
pull
tweet.
the trigger.
Okay,
No.
okay, yeah. This is
Bring
this,
up the Fendi
we'll
tweet.
end on
Fendi's
this
an
after a
no,
couple questions.
Fendi's an easy target.
Yeah.
No,
Fendi's
no,
such
no,
an
but
I
easy-
listen,
didn't
listen.
target him. He targeted me.
Listen,
Yeah, and he
Ludwig
fought back.
put
busted
Ludwig
back
put
on a-
Fendi in the
I'll
fucking. Listen,
Fendi's 100 pounds soaking wet, and you wrecked him in the schoolyard.
Yeah.
Well done.
Ludwig put Fendi in the fucking grave on Twitter, and he was trying to walk it back. He
always
came up
trying
to
to
a
walk
dude
it
on the
back.
street and put 2 in his chest, and he was like, "We gotta drive him to the hospital, dude." And we were like, "No, we gotta get out of here."
He's hard in front of the boys when he's holding the burner, and then he's like, "What have I done?"
Yeah. So he's like, so he roasts
That's
Fendi.
actually what it feels like. That's actually the best analogy is where you
Dude,
guys are
he's
like,
fucking-
shoot him. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. And like, I'm like really
And-
good at it.
Yeah, your
He's
aim
like,
is really good.
Yeah, I'm like 100 yards away, like, psh, and I'm like, can we drive him to the hospital?
Yeah.
The
You
man's
He wanted to
bleeding.
drive him to
You
the
watched The
hospital.
Wire, right?
Yeah.
He's Ziggy.
You're Ziggy.
He claps
Totally
the guy,
Ziggy.
and then it's like, oh, fuck,
what did I
I
do? Anyway.
Turns himself in.
That's how I felt so bad about
but
the Fendi
we,
tweet
he
too, to be
didn't do
honest.
it. So he wanted to be like, just kidding, LOL. But we're like, no, man, you gotta leave him in the fucking street, bro. You fucking put 2 in his chest.
we gotta get out of here.
Dude,
We
the-
gotta
I don't
go.
have that.
The hardy
And so-
ha came up as a death notice.
So yeah, the death that was his.
Yeah, he was
Ludwig,
like,
please.
he's like, Ludwig,
Ludwig.
Hardy Heart, and I was like, and I wanted to reach out, and the boys like pulled me away. They're like, no.
We were like, "Let him die, Ludwig. Watch the light go out."
That's what I said. When you say Hardy Heart, it's like, you knew you just
So,
gotta
so what happened
go.
later is Pew Pew made that tweet where he's like, "Oh yeah, let's go Spark. Who the fuck is Ludwig or whatever?"
Do you want me to read out verbatim?
read it out.
Do you want to be PPU? I'll be me.
We'll also give the context of how we saw this.
Yeah,
tweet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Came to the voice like,
Yeah,
No,
no,
that's
we gotta
that's
go there.
There's no leaks. There's no
Dude,
leaks.
no,
There's
this,
no
this
leaks.
has to be
Boys, you can't
explained.
leaks.
This has to be
You know
explained.
what? This is like when that one guy's like, "Yeah, I'm ruthless. toothless dude pumped her and dumped her, bro. And then you see him, and
Hey,
it's like
baby.
his date night. No, baby, like, what do you want? You want sushi? No, baby, like you said, you don't like sushi.
Babe, let's just cuddle
I know you
tonight.
don't. I know you don't. I
Let's
know you
just
don't like that
cuddle tonight.
wasabi. It upsets your stomach.
So Pew Pew
Oh,
says.
shit, you're Bagger no gun.
Yeah, it's fucking raw dog.
Pew
And with
Pew
her, I'm
says-
like, we can just cuddle, babe. Like, I know you're.
He's like smashed her first night. The replay of that is just a rom-com. He's just cuddling her. He's like, I've
Told her,
I've
told her,
wanted this
told her
for
I'll
a
forget her
while.
fucking name in the morning. Just like giving her.
That's me
He's
through
triple
and through, dog.
messaging. He's just
You guys are describing
Pew
yourself.
Pew says.
Go.
Highlight of Smash the Bussy 2017 was watching Spark SSPM beat Ludwig so hard he started commentating. Ludwig,
Okay, so we get a screenshot in our
Yeah,
group
yeah.
chat
Can
of
I-
like Ludwig.
let me
like,
let me say what I responded. I said, mine in reference to my favorite part. Mine was the tens of thousands of dollars raised for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
fire clap.
yeah,
back.
and we were like, damn,
Great-
God,
yeah,
let's go.
I-
And he
I-
posted that.
And
he
that's
posted
what I
this in the
sent to
group
you
chat.
guys, yeah.
He posted this in the group chat, and we're like, let's go,
I
Lud.
heart-eyed.
Because it's like
that
these guys are
comment,
fighting in
Yeah.
the mud, and you're just like, I'm actually up here, boys.
Yeah, and we're like, let's fucking go. I investigate because there's four
There's
dots.
Yeah.
He's put the
And I'm
dots
like,
in so he can
yeah,
send the
he
photo.
cropped out.
He premeditated this. The dots would have spaced it out of the
He
screen
cropped, he
capture.
cropped out the bottom of this tweet, and the bottom of the tweet said, "But yeah, Sparks filthy."
Oh no,
You're a-
he's got
I
to like
was
that.
so mad.
Oh, you walked it back. You walked it back on the same day.
I love
you
that.
went into the police station and said, I don't know what to do.
He slapped her
I
and
would
then he
do
was like,
that
"Is that alright?
If I
Is that
ever
too hard?"
fucking shot a man, like, I'd bring him to the hospital same day. Cuff me. Bitch.
I love that. Like the way you presented it to us too was
Oh
like,
my
The
God.
dots were
Like,
there
why
Yo,
did-
check this
so
out.
that you
Yeah,
could-
why
So-
didn't you put in this? The
and
rest of it.
I wanted. I would have never just.
Your
tweeted the
second
first-
draft was so much better.
Why?
So I would have never tweeted just the first draft.
Why?
Because I think that's like a.
Just the first part.
I don't like.
That's a little too bitchy. I agree.
Yeah, it's a little too bitchy for me, and it's a little like.
I like the
Because it's not what
cattiness
he's
of it.
saying at all. It's like super straw man. Like he's saying like that was my favorite part. And, like other people's like my favorite part was the shaving legs, and I'm like I like the thousands of money going to research.
yeah, but he was also roasting you, so you had an
yeah,
an
I
out
think
that's
to-
why I had it. But
Clapbacks are fair game.
I think
you
you
could be a
clapping
little.
back.
I think
catty.
it's fair.
Yeah,
I think
I
it was
think
kind
so
of
too.
cheap to take the charity
I-
event for my clap.
Honestly, I think if people know that you're a fun-loving guy, that clapback has a certain amount of irony to it.
So my
Like,
redraft.
that's all about the
it,
person, right?
it presented itself earnestly
That
for
was
like
so
me
funny.
knowing you.
Like if you're a bitch and you write that, people are like, oh,
Where's
that
the
guy's doing
redrafts?
that again. you know?
Yeah, like, but for
you
you,
just
it was
wrote
like,
it out,
oh,
I think.
That's
let's step in his game up.
no.
That's
He's like,
pretty
oh,
tight.
got him. You know.
Yeah.
I want to find this
And
redraft
you
because the
would-
redraft was money.
You were showing.
You
like,
said but hyper yeah.
Mine was the money raised for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. But yeah, Spark played pretty well against Hypertoast.
That's a fire.
See, that was
yeah.
great because now you're the chaotic jester. You've outwitted him 2 times.
Yeah.
And that's just, but you didn't go with that.
Unfortunately,
you just
I
walked it
clicked
back
that
because you're
tweet.
fucking weak on the
Yeah.
I'm
street.
so
Yeah,
weak,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I'm so weak. Because here's the thing.
But
like,
we're gonna toughen you up.
He's,
I don't-
he's gonna see Hypertoast at the local and be like, "Sorry, man, that was a bit. Here's the $10. This 15. even."
Follow Ludwig Anders Gaming.
We're gonna get
Fuck
you a couple
that.
packs and you'll be street ready. in
Yeah,
no time, dude.
we'll get you a.
You know
a
what,
key.
dude? I think to really see Lud do it, he's gotta bleed someone. He's gonna write some
gotta
shit.
stick
and
you
just-
boys need me to like bury someone in the fucking dirt.
I need you to go
It's
up to
funny
like
because you have it in you. You have murderous mitts. You
I
know,
have
you could
some
choke a
good
man.
claps. I just don't want to do them. And the worst part is, yeah, I definitely fucking screenshotted that shit because when I
Is
when
it
I was
humility
when I was
though, or is
going
you
for
just
the
realizing the repercussions?
when I was going for the screenshot, you couldn't fit. Like just if you scrolled all the way up, it was partially cut off. You could have still read it, but it's partially cut off. And if I scroll down, the top was partially cut off.
So you put the
I was
dots
like,
in
I was
there.
like, that's convenient.
No, I think the dots were premeditated.
Posted it in 2 group
Oh.
chats. No, the dots were on purpose, not for the group
to
chat.
space
It was
out.
for
so
the-
that-
Not
time,
group
for the
chat. It wasn't-
delay.
I didn't know that for the group chat. The
Anyway,
screenshot wouldn't fit.
I don't blame you. And you were like, what? I just like being liked, and like we all do. That's fine. But like sometimes it's a balancing act of like maintaining your integrity and not being a
Part of the
suck-ass.
issue is
And
that
you can do it, man.
I spent the past month
You can do it.
editing the reads with PPU,
I really don't
and
like
I feel
this
like a
bit.
good friend with
All right,
PPU.
listen,
That's not even a lie. I
you
feel like
probably never talked to him. You
I've
watched
never
it.
talked to him. I've just watched about 5 hours of footage with him, and I'm like, yeah, fucking Kevin.
so
You
you're a
can
super
be
fan.
yourself and
I've
not
been a
suck
super fan this month.
suck ass. You suck on a
I'm the
starfish.
shill.
You're the,
I'm the
You
shill.
can fight it, man.
Don't-
he's a hammy.
No,
He's the hand.
no, he's not.
No, he's not.
The way you can describe me is that clip with me and Mike Hayes. where it's
That
like
was good. I like
where
that.
it's like me and Mike Hayes, and we're talking about slime, and I was like, oh, I was like, oh, you know slime, and he's
just
like,
bury
yeah,
slime.
slime, he's dope, and then Mike has to talk to someone. I was like, well, I actually think slime fucking sucks.
No, you're
So-
like, well, I wouldn't call him Dust. He's an average human at best. And then Mike was like, what? He's like, oh yeah, no, he's pretty cool.
yeah, like that's how I describe me. Go completely bring it back. Like, yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Apparently,
yeah, he's the hammy.
apparently
I'm
there
just
was a
saying-
little moment where
You can
it was
do it.
it was you, D1, and Slime all chatting, and Slime said you were shoveling pretty hard.
He was being pretty nice to D1. I would have ignored him. But when he was in chat, when he was running the stream.
Oh, when he was in the back in the stream
Yeah.
running the stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't have acknowledged.
Oh, see, I feel like you guys are too far on the other side of this. Maybe I'm soft, but you guys are just like fucking like fuck everyone else.
We're trying to all meet at the middle.
Yeah, where's the
I'm
middle?
trying to be you. I'm
Yeah.
trying to be more like you, and hopefully you're trying to be more of a hitter
I
on
don't
the
know
streets.
I don't know what I'm trying to do whatever feels goddamn right.
That's why you're chaotic neutral. Dawson's sad,
Sad good.
lawful.
Sad, lawful.
Anyway,
lawful,
Lawful
question.
sad.
Question.
sad.
Dawson's
Give us
sad.
another question.
You're lawful until it comes to treating yourself well.
Yeah,
I treat
buddy.
myself pretty well.
You won't
You-
finesse.
What am I?
you won't
Chugging
finesse
yerb
anybody
is
but
not
yourself.
the way.
What am I then?
Shill neutral.
Shill
No,
neutral.
lawful shill. Lawful shill.
Lawful show?
We're opposite ends of the
No,
spectrum.
he's not lawful.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Chaotic show?
He
Ne-
will-
neutral shell.
I'm
Um,
not chaotic or
Neutral
else I'd
shill
be
means
hit-
that he'll do whatever it takes, and
Yeah,
I think that's
neutral
something.
shill.
no, but he has a heart inside of him because he's with us.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you
That-
lawful.
That crumbles when the D1's around.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, it does. D1, love what you've done for the community.
Shut
Oh,
the fuck.
this-
If
Mute him.
there's ever an opportunity you need someone for anything, please reach out. Ludwig Ogren on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can reach me at any time of the
Jed,
day.
please give me a question. Interrupt him.
That's what I was waiting for.
Kill a cam.
Killer Cam.
Whoa.
Hey guys, it's me, that guy that
Is
talked
that
to
the guy
slime
that
in
came
the
in when we were
bathroom.
shitting?
Did you come in when we were shitting? Me and Logobdad had a team shit. We were so hyped off of commentary. We went and had a
were so
celebratory
hyped.
team shit,
Yeah.
Nice.
and we
We
were
were
just
team
talking
shit.
shop in the bathroom.
We were talking big shop.
talking shop.
Because this was right after, and honestly, our interview with Jeff King is probably the one thing from the water bit to that whole interview is probably the best part that we did.
It was pretty good.
It just 'cause
You
it
threw him
went,
a couple softballs, but it was pretty good.
well, I'm not gonna fucking hardball.
No, I'm just saying, like,
What softballs I throw him?
So what do you think about this?
Yeah, what? Dude, that's how you interview. You don't give
No,
them
no,
fucking
no, no, no.
hardballs and have them
You
sitting
give
there
him
like,
what
I
do
don't know.
You give him specific like thoughts, like, that is a good question, but it was more like, let me talk about this. That's fine. I'm just saying. I see the
you
room
met
for
a guy in the
improvement.
bathroom
I see
while
the
you
room for
guys were.
improvement.
Yeah, sorry.
You're great.
What did Killer Cam say about the bathroom? You just wanted to bring it up? How he saw us shitting?
Yeah.
I did not. Did you
I
watch
didn't.
Shoot at Drunk?
No, I went home. I got home at 2 a.m. I fell asleep.
I would rather watch Ludwig drunk.
I heard it
honestly.
was really funny.
I heard it was super funny. Ben even said it was funny, so I wanted to go back and see it.
That's a ringing
He
endorsement.
said he
A
had
Ben
a pretty good
endorsement's
year
an
a few
endorsement I
times,
follow.
I think.
He said
I
what?
think he was just on stage with a microphone and he didn't know what he was doing or where he was.
It was a
And
Kanye.
one of the rap lines was, like, jokes aside, I've had a good year or something, and he didn't know what the next lines were, so he just said that 5 or 6 times.
Nice, good, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Chillin dude was laughing, and he's like, "What? You want a piece of this?" And kind of just flopped around a little.
Nice.
So exactly.
Sounds
Sounds
fun.
like a good
Kanye.
time.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a good
Anyway, anytime someone comes in on a team shit with me and Lud, there's an open stall. Hey, join right in.
If
That's
there's
a
not an
3-man
open
mic.
stall, there's
No.
like we were saying, there's urinals.
Yeah, there's urinals.
There's
You can just
sinks.
team shit in those.
And if you do that, you're on the podcast immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
that's
you,
what it
if
takes.
you dump in a urinal
We've
in
all
front of
done
me, you're
Free
on.
ticket.
I think I have to call the cops on. That's the only time I'm calling the feds if I see someone.
Yo, I can't do this,
Yeah,
man.
they hang up. Dawson's like, "It's an emergency." They're like, "What's happening?" And he's like, "Someone just shit in a urinal." They just instantly hang up.
They're like, we'll be right there.
Any other cues?
Q's or P's.
Ben.
Oh, well, it's Ben. You can just go ahead and skip over that one.
Oh,
See, this is what I
See,
did
this
want to
is-
bring in.
this is you know what I was saying.
We were
how
talking
Ludwig,
about
how
this.
Ludwig has to put something down.
Ben wanted to bring up the
to really
Brown
be
Star
gang?
bit.
to
Now,
really be gang.
Ludwig doesn't know who he is. On one hand, you have this man who's trying to talk to D1 and get in there. On the other,
and do this. Hey, I'm all happy to play Super Smash Bros. Melee with these great
and
friends.
that may be truthful, but
That
on
is-
the
that's a
other
part of
end,
it.
there is another man. There is a man who has starfished his own boys
Brown star.
Called
is-
brown
it's-
star.
Yeah, I added the starfish.
Starfishing is a sex
That's,
position.
I added the
That's
starfish.
gang. He has
Well,
brown
what you're
star.
doing is kind of a sex position as well.
And
really.
I've never done that.
Starting one.
So, how do you reconcile those two
This is how it starts.
men
All right.
inside you?
It starts junior year of high school, and that
We're
starts.
ending on this,
and it
by the
starts
way.
easy. It starts mooning.
Yeah.
All right. You're in a show. You're
I've
doing,
pressed ham before.
You're doing a show.
If you do this bit all the way through, just to preface this, I'll never rip you again about being a baby bitch. Chill.
Is that worth something to you?
Can I finish the bit? Don't interrupt the bit to preface the bit. I'm bidding it. So it starts junior year. We're doing a musical, and I moon people on stage because when they look off stage during the show, they see my ass and then they break character.
Good stuff.
Fuck them. Then it moves to college. I don't know the people I'm mooning now. All right. It's the third floor. It's a long hallway. I see a cutie at the end. I'm like,
Wow.
show them a little rear.
Really escalating.
It's
here.
a good way to meet people.
I'm mooning on a
Try
Tuesday
it.
night, solo.
If you got a hairless rump, it's worth a try. If you got hair, dead that item. If you're trying to pick up a girl, at least.
Yeah. Don't show your exposed ass to a girl if you have hair on your ass, but otherwise just do it.
Yeah, don't
Then it-
don't assault
white
women
privilege.
in the corner in the
This is
quad.
handsome privilege. She's
Yeah.
like, ew, and then you turn around. She's like,
Then it moves to a different point. You know, you get into a weird phase in college where you start goading, where you bring the balls back, and you're like, maybe I don't like the balls
I thought
in this
you.
combo.
I thought you meant goat. Like, oh my
No,
god.
no. I'm
Goat.
talking about
the waiting goat.
No, I'm
dude.
talking about when you moon, you bring the balls
Yeah,
back,
you bring the-
and then you're like, maybe the
movie.
balls
Why?
is a little
Why?
too much. Maybe I don't want, because then where's the escalation from that? The ween?
you need more, man. It's like the murder, dude.
How do you escalate that?
You got to cop 3 times
You
to
start
get
just
high.
drinking with your friends, and then they're like, "Hey, ever tried something a little harder?"
And it's like, it's exactly like that. I'm giving these guys smack every time I'm seeing them. They're like injecting every time seeing the ass.
I will say, Hanging Brain has. I'm immune.
You don't
to that.
feel anything.
I feel nothing.
And that's the
seeing a
issue.
man
I've
hang
I've seen
brain
too
now.
much
And so
brain
if,
in my
if
time.
you're hanging out with your bros
does
and everyone's
nothing
hanging
to me.
brain, it does nothing. At that point, it's not a bit. It's just
It's
gay.
just what
It's
you're
it's just your balls are out around your friends. You're like, yeah,
There's
nice
no shock
balls.
value.
Good balls, Jake. I like your balls. And so I had to escalate it because you always have to escalate.
So after the goat.
One day, I think I had just recently watched Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, and my friend was leaving. He was literally leaving. And I was like, yo, I have Sauron! Because I was mooning him as I do.
So what are you doing?
So you
Like,
just-
describe. what
I'm
this
just so
looks like.
he just leaves my house and there's like a little, you have to step down. He's walking away and I moon him. He's like, oh ha, and then I'm like, yo, I have Sauron, and like the movie, a light shoots out of my asshole, hits him in the eyes, stuns him, and his reaction is just something that I've been chasing since the first hit of the brown star. And I brown star everyone when I get to that point. The threshold is lowering by the
threshold
day.
It is.
By the minute. I'm basically thresholding baristas because I've met them for long enough.
God.
But it's to the point where I got to find something new. I don't know where I'm going to go.
Yeah.
He's waiting for that top 8 spot on commentary. And he's just gonna.
I'm
sell
just
it
setting
all.
this
This is what it's
all
all
up
for,
for
dude.
EVO 2020
Straight to the camera.
brown star. I'm gonna hug up to Mr. Wiz. I'm saying I need this to be live, no delay. And he's like, why? And I say, trust me, I do improv.
And he's like, okay.
No, 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 no. To hundreds of thousands.
Between all the fighting on the weekend, we see a lot of brown stars when we're wasted. and
Jesus
it's-
Christ. In the dark room where you guys all just.
I
keep
just
drunk.
want
The
I
brown
want
star
everyone
is the dark room.
as we move forward in our careers and whatever we decide to
I'm
do,
proud
and
of
maybe
you.
Ludwig one
proud of
day
you.
becomes someone different, and he becomes a sort of different
Never.
icon to the public, and I just want everyone to remember today and what he said
'Cause
and
that's
what
who-
he did,
This is who he is.
because in a way that part of you will never leave, no matter how hard you shill.
And that's beautiful.
I
That's
want to be
great.
there to remember that. So
I think that's why we all love Melee.
yeah, man.
Yeah, Miles.
Totally.
That's
I went for like the stand from South Park to wrap it
yeah,
all up.
I learned something today. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it on that.
Rap.
I appreciate
Rap.
you guys having me back on. Back to being the fourth guy on the podcast. Fourth place, fourth guy. You know how it is.
How fucking long were you waiting for it?
Minutes. Oh my God. What is that? Are there 3?
That's fucked.
Whoa. Why is the skin hanging so low?
David Chong just brained us.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The skin was so loose.
so
Yeah,
dark.
the
so
bottom-
loose.
Why are your
skin
balls
was
so
so
dark
It was
looking?
so loose.
Oh my
I thought that was
God.
the third ball.
I thought they
Is
had
your
3
dick
balls.
the same color as that? That was
Why
like
is it so
gray.
tan?
It was gray.
Do you tan it?
Oh my god.
Nuke the stream.
One thing I'll say is I hope I never get brown starred. Because if I do that, I'll know what I give people and I'll never be able to do it again.
Cut to black.
Jesus Christ.